Butthole, butthole,
Butthole,
butthole,
butthole,
butthole,
butthole,
butthole.
butthole.
Thanks, my butt needed that. All right, let's move on.
All right. Welcome back, everyone,
Stincture.
to
Anyway.
the probably, definitely true finale of Once Upon a Roll. And we have quite a scene set here. There is a dungeon. There is a dragon. There is an and. I think we're covering all of our bases here. But before we dive in, does anyone know what happened last time? And if you would be so kind as to recap the entire campaign, that'd be great.
Okay, so we were at
It
Ryan's
was only
wedding.
a 3-shot, so it should be easy.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. We were at Ryan and Nat's wedding. It was awesome. I know I imbibed quite a fair amount. We all respectfully went to our own spaces and conked out for the night. But then some weird shit happened. There was like a green vortex that was flowing through the sky and I guess hijacked us from our sleeping spaces and pulled us into a fantastical world. There was a lot of portions I was not around for. Who am I passing the baton
You
off
really
to?
were really drinking at my party is what happened.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of that.
But did you have fun? I believe you did.
Yeah, absolutely. We didn't meet The Rock, right? Was he piloting the
Well-
boat, or we were kept waiting for him to show up?
So we ended up in like Toontown, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Toontown,
thought we were
USA.
briefly
Yeah, we're skipping one here.
You're skipping around.
You're right. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. There was a lot.
Cut off Pete's leg.
There is Main Street, USA. That's where
Main
we
Street.
started.
Yeah, it's the- yep,
I always
that's
want
the
to
first
call
place.
it Toontown.
Now, Toontown's a different place. That's in
It is a
Disneyland.
very different place.
Moon.
So we ended up here, right? And we were like, wow, what a place. I believe we immediately like duck. I don't need to recount the entirety of the first episode. I almost started going bit for bit there. Yeah, so we learned that we got put into an alternate dimension wherein we stuck out like sore thumbs because somebody decided to make themselves blue in character creation and they were told that they should do cocaine about it. Anyway, we went to go hide out in a building
That's what
that
happened.
ended up being Walt's old house. And then we learned that Walt Disney was doing some conspiracy shit.
Mm-hmm.
We got some milkshakes too.
Yes. From the doctor. Maybe from somebody else. Anyway, so we're here. There was a note here, and Walt was like, kind of vague, kind of mysterious wording here. Go forth, adventurers. We ended up meeting a lady named Lillian who was like, hey, you better watch out. This place is a little crazy. I've been here for forever, and I'm starting to forget my name. And then we should probably fast forward, actually. We might not get through the session if this is how that goes.
Yeah, that's
We
fine.
went to Frontierland. Went to Frontierland where we did the thing in the big obstacle course in the pyramid. I'm sorry, Adventureland is where we did that. Then we went to
Yes.
Frontierland where we freed an ancient bird from its prison and fought Chernobog.
Yes.
Did some cool train shit.
We did
Mhm.
stealth through a mansion.
Got killed by
After that-
ghosts.
Yeah, after that we went to Fantasyland, which is where we participated in a big long Queens games, where we basically did unpaid like imperialism for her.
Colonizing. Yeah.
Yeah, all of the above. That happened.
I was
there was a
threatened.
big. That's true. There was a big giant. We saved the 100-acre wood gang. That was cool.
Most of them.
Then we went
anyway.
to
Two of
we
them.
went to Tomorrowland, which put us on Space Station 77, aka Space Mountain, aka where Ryan decided to drop a bunch of working Joes and aliens on us. Also Buzz
Okay.
Lightyear, also Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Got Han Solo's blaster and Luke
also-
Skywalker's lightsaber. That was tight as hell.
Yeah. Oh, also in Fantasyland, we played with a deck of many things. We saved Ryan from his zombie enslavement to Minnie, who was revealed to be an
eldritch abomination?
eldritch. Yeah, an eldritch void.
A god,
her-
I think technically is what she is.
Something. A muse, I think that was the term, or maybe
what
that
she
we
calls
are the
themselves.
muses.
No, they
yeah.
call themselves music.
And
so
all the,
after acquiring all, sorry.
no, I was just going to mention you're forgetting the fact that in each of these places we had found a Mickey, a
I
powerful
was just about
mystical
to say that, but
artifact.
continue.
That not only did it empower us, but it allowed us to transport between these places. And by getting all of them, we were able to go towards Walt's castle, which is Disney Castle, Cinderella's castle, in the middle of Magic Kingdom. Where we went in and everybody was like, "You sure you want to do this?" And we were like, and then we walked in.
That's exactly what we said.
As part of the deck of many things, one of us or two of us did draw some concerning cards, namely the the demon and the rogue. I can't remember which one it is, but
Flames and the rogue.
Yeah, the flames and the rogue, which ended up being Chernobog again, part 2, and apparently his son Merlin. So however that happened.
Speaking of that whole crew, I drew a card that gave me King Arthur as a sidekick, and he was insta-aged to be King Arthur. He was just the little boy at first. That was a trip for him. We did not bring him into Walt's castle because I was like, I want you to live. You've got a castle promised to you, which was also drawn from the deck of many things. Funny enough. Yeah. Now we're in Walt's castle. And the final battle has
we
begun.
fought in a lava pit. We defeated Merlin. I think somebody shot him in the head. Was that a fever dream? Did I make that up?
I pinned a bandit to the wall with a javelin.
I don't remember
And
executing
Trogdor-
Merlin.
Trogdor died for our sins and
Oh, that's
gave us new
right.
life.
Trogdor, the flying snake, ascended into somewhat godlyhood and then died.
Mhm.
Why do I have this very big mental image of somebody executing Merlin?
We did hold him at gunpoint,
Like
but we definitely
Soviet
didn't.
Union
Okay.
style.
You guys didn't
We took him
execute
out
Merlin.
back.
You technically spared him or were
Mhm.
extorting him for his stuff. But because he had been assigned the rogue's card, he was unable
That's
to
right.
aid you. So
Yes.
it executed him.
We
Yeah,
were trying to
we
buy more
didn't do
goods
it.
off of him, and then he died via card.
And then we walked
So let me know that you
into.
guys technically did not kill him.
Yeah, we didn't commit a murder.
belonged
that
This
to
time.
time,
I've
Uh,
never killed anybody in any DD campaign ever.
And then we walked into the next
That's a
room,
lie.
the throne room, which is a giant room of floating miasma-like stuff, and all the people who were invited to the wedding. And Walt, Goofy, and Donald were like, yuck, yuck, we're gonna fuck you up.
I think this is the Hyokin game.
But very specifically, too, I believe you read their surface thoughts, and they did not really feel inclined to do this, but we got the impression that they were kind of being forced to.
Yeah, they were kind of like, we have to do this. And Walt's surface thoughts were like, yes, it's finally happening, which I'm still a little like, about.
Walt wants to take over all of creativity
He
ever.
does. Which,
And
I
that's
mean,
not
that's
great.
not really new news to us, given how Disney has
That's
been rampant
also
about
true.
things.
Also true.
But then Walt did the most uninspired thing of all time, which is very in line with his character, and he turned into a dragon because
Mhm.
it's Dungeons and Dragons. And now we're fighting the dragon.
Trying to fight the dragon. He's 30 feet up like a bitch.
Yeah, guys, remember that time I went unconscious while fighting the dragon? That sucked.
Is it uninspired or is it a classic,
Classic
homage?
villain shit.
No, because it's Walt, I'm going to call it uninspired so that I could get some vicious mockery in.
All right, well, just don't hurt Walt's feelings too bad.
I'm kidding.
Walt really worked hard on this. But no, yes. So you guys, starting at Ryan and Natalie's wedding. I don't know why I'm referring to myself in the third person. You guys
were
are
there.
isekai'd
You
into
did
an
it.
amalgamation of the various worlds at Disney World. You guys slew Mayor Pete in
Twice.
Main Street, USA.
I wanted
You
to vote
guys-
for him in 2028.
You guys braved the river rapids
Mayor Pete.
and charged through a ancient temple and fought a Quetzalcoatl, and then were given a baby Quetzalcoatl to look after, which you guys did successfully. You
My
went
son.
to Frontierland, where you guys fought bandits, and then you snuck into a mayor's house, and you discovered this conspiracy where the Thunderbird was imprisoned. And then you fought against Chernobog and took him out. And then you went to Freedom Square, where you met Hamilton and fought on the high seas and participated in the Battle of Washington Base. And then did the Haunted Mansion. There was the whole thing with Melanie, who was the daughter of one of Walt's personas. So she was like half figment, half real. So she was conscious enough to know that she was not able to change her fate, more or less. That was shown through her reliving the same day over and over again, as if on a ride in Sydney's Nightmare. But you were able to break the curse of Haunted Mansion. After that, you guys went to Fantasyland, where you participated in the Queen Games, which, yes, as Tony said, you guys did a series of chores, killing out the monsters in the Queen's Gardens, crossing picket lines to go fetch gold and gems from her mines, and then
did a great Anakin Skywalker impression for a little while there.
And then
Clearing up
quelling
kids.
a small world rebellion until they ultimately surrendered. But you guys didn't know, so what can you do? And then that's when Minnie showed up in her Dark Knight. Richard, you also met your possible great-great godfather, your giant father. Jokul, he was there to guide you and tell you and explore the world, or expand the world a little bit. Minnie had brainwashed Ryan into playing this game of death with a deck of many things, where you guys had to draw cards to see how long you guys would last, which you guys did very well. After that, you went to outer space, where you were stripped of all your gear and had to fight robots with just what you could find on the ground until you met up with Buzz Lightyear. You went down to the Yutani Wayland Research and Development, where there was a evil, mutated beholder mad scientist. You fought him. And then after that, you went to the core room, where you fought the alien xenomorph queen. You defeated them, got the last Maquis. Using the power of the Maquis, were able to ascend to your final form, level 7. And then, having all of them in tow, went back to the main castle, Walt's castle, the Castle of the End, to face off against him once and for all. And now we rejoin you as you guys are mid-battle.
Getting
Can I get
fucked
some
up. Yeah.
boss music, please?
My sheet still says I have 51 hit points. Is that just not up to date?
I feel like that's not up to date.
Or you
Lucky
didn't
Oh,
hit
it
that
is
much.
not.
Oh, never mind.
No, I'm down to 31. All right.
Oh, I forgot Richard got big.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, looks like I'm blessed, so that's good.
He got big.
Oh, there's my wife. What a cutie.
Yes, so to recap here, Walt turned into a dragon. He is flying around and breathing fire on you, as well as casting spells. Goofy and Donald are there giving him support. Thank you. Goofy seems to be a pretty powerful tank, while Donald is slinging all kinds of powerful spells at you guys. But for the most part, you guys have held on, though Walt is still looking pretty good. We start at the top of the round. Can everyone see the turn order?
Yep.
Okay. Starting at the top of the round. Ryan. At the very end of last time, Ryan and Sydney split off. I messaged you, Sid, while you were in Ryan's aura, you would have benefited from his Naruto run aura, so you can make it out clean if you wish. Not that it mattered, because I think the last time you rolled was a natural 20.
I
Yeah,
rolled
you did.
so many natural 20s, and it's never going to
Let's
happen
see.
again.
Let's see if it continues. While you handle Donald, Ryan said that he would go and help Artem, which he does. Eventually. No, I'm just kidding. He's going to do it right now.
It's okay. I could stay dead. That's fine.
Ryan is going to charge up his little lay on hand paddles, and he's going to Clear! Boom! Give you 30 points of lay on heels.
Beavers and ducks.
What is that?
That is a reference no one will get.
Correct statement.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
We can't have you going down here, dude. If we go down, things are gonna start spiraling really bad. Ryan, that is his action. Bonus action. I don't think there's really much he can do at the moment. So he is just going to be there with you, healing you up. Cut
Okay.
to Walt.
Oh god, I don't want to go down again.
Let's see. Does
Oh,
he
dear.
recharge?
Only jerks recharge.
I will say he's no longer slowed because I did go down.
Correct. He recharges in a 5 or 6.
Oh good.
You see.
He said, "I am
smoke-
that bitch."
You see smoke starting to rise from deep in his dragon gullet. He is, however, going to move over. So, Artem, you are violently brought back from the dark as Ryan is standing over you, like, we could do this as long as we stick together.
And then Ryan dies.
Buddy, no.
As Walt slams into the ground directly behind the two of you.
Hit him.
As I understand, you're the one I have to thank for bringing you all here. Please allow me to show my gratitude. As Walt Dragon is going to take 3 attacks to Ryan.
Fucker.
Walt Dragon, what the fuck?
Is he on the ground now?
He
Yes.
landed.
All right.
Oh, good.
That is a 19, a 16, and a 21.
So only the 21 hits?
Correct.
Should I... Do we think it's gonna be bad?
It's been good.
Yeah, but he's a
How is
paladin.
he?
He can tank 1, right? I can't
He's
see
got
Ryan's health.
26 He's got 26 hit points.
Yeah, he's not gonna get more than 26 damage in 1 hit.
Artemis, swear to God, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
I'm an idiot.
Actually, he rolls 10d12.
So, Walt snaps. Ryan's able to hold it off with his shield. He takes a claw attack. Ryan is once again able to block it off. However, circling from behind Walt's tail, takes a quick stab and slams Ryan on the ground, dealing 18 points of damage to him.
What the fuck?
That leaves Ryan with 8 hit points left.
Okay.
Walt looking around, it's like, tougher than you look. It won't matter. Let's see. He's currently concentrating on that, but no one is there anymore. So Walt is going to drop concentration on Sickening Radiance.
That's nice.
Oh, good.
That's not true. Goofy's there. Leave it alone.
Whoever drew the pink circle can erase it, please.
Let's go see.
Walt is going to take up 20 feet into the air.
God damn.
Get your attack up, Ryan. And Artem?
Attempt.
I can try.
You have a sword.
I don't have it equipped at the moment.
Damn.
I could technically
That is a hit.
improvise a weapon.
Shillelagh.
This is just a flat D20. Dang. Yeah, because it's -3 strength and then. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ryan is able to get one attack off. Not knowing how much time he has, he is going to use a second level smite into it as well. For a total of 21 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Not bad.
Oh wait,
But
actually,
Walt, this
I need to read something real quick. But continue.
Oh, as Warcaster, can you do an attack op that's a spell?
That's what I was looking up. Does Warcaster look?
You can.
Shatter his face.
You can. That's what.
Oh.
I think you can.
In that case, I would have done a spell, and I would have specifically done Shocking Grasp.
okay.
Yes.
Go. Well,
Damn. Oh, does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
it wouldn't have hit anyway.
Walt
That
flies
aura
up.
doesn't give you plus anything, right?
No,
You're not
not
blessed.
for.
Not for
Okay. Yeah.
attacks.
Gotcha.
Damn, that would have been so clutch.
Yeah.
But Ryan does need to make a concentration check from the 18.
Damn.
Does he?
Ryan
All right.
I think it passed.
He's locked in.
locked in right now. He is on his last legs with 8 HP. He's like, I hear no bell.
That's like what's the Marvel term that like the event that has to happen? You know what I'm talking about? Like the anchor event. Like
yeah.
there's
Canon
no
event?
reality. Yeah, like
Anchor
it's a
being-
canon event. Yeah, there's no reality in which Ryan didn't make that save. That's
Yeah.
what that roll means.
That's a universal constant. All right, that's
Yeah.
Walt Dragon's turn. Andrew, you're up.
Fuck,
All right.
Dragon. Shit.
I'm gonna point the harmonic dueler at Goofy, and as I charge, I'm gonna yell, "Goofy, come back! You can blame your death on me!" And gonna roll another fucking performance roll, and hope I can crack this puppy. 24 should activate.
Nice.
All right, and I'm gonna try to power slide into a stab.
Okay.
Don't have
Showing
any-
off for your wife there, I see.
Absolutely. Does an 18 plus 1d4. Does a 20 hit.
You're so close.
What? Oh, man.
yeah.
Wait, I'm not doing 1d4 plus 4, right? What's
No, it's
Okay.
No,
plus
4 was Ryan's aura.
damage.
the... Gotcha. So 20, too close, but no seekers.
Yes, 21? Motherfucker.
Shit.
Plate shield defense.
Do I have anything for this? I don't think I can squeak out an extra +1 anywhere, unfortunately. Alright, well, it's cool. I stab. I guess I just kind of like, as he's running, kind of fall a little short with my power slide, kind of glance off his ass.
You're close. You're as close as you can be without.
I was going for a dual Brightstone attack, and it just glanced off his cheek armor.
Yeah.
The cheek armor.
Mm-hmm.
He does
All
one
right.
of those things where he like pulls up his leg.
Oh, nice. That's even better. I like
and you're
that.
like, ah!
Ow. Goddamn cartoon armor.
Mhm.
Sorry. Andrew, is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
No, that's all.
Harmonic Dueler is activated, so make note of that.
Correct.
Richard.
Yeah, so I got into the dragon's aura and I was out of that and I don't like that, so I'm moving back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I basically back up into a wall, pretty much. But then I've got nowhere I can go. And I look up at him and I decide I gotta switch tactics. Put away the lightsaber and I form a little Kamehameha move. I'm like, hey, Walt Disney, bet you had this IP, and I'm gonna shoot out essentially an ice ball, another fireball thing.
Okay.
But I'm flavoring it as a DBZ attack. So he
Okay.
needs to make a Dex saving throw.
Cool.
God bless.
This is a 17.
Shit. I think that meets it, beats it. Yep. Oh, actually, no. He only needed a 15. So yeah, he definitely saves that, but that's still 15 cold damage.
So
Does
15
it seem
full
like he
damage,
takes
which-
that full damage, or does he resist cold as well?
It does seem that as you charge up, and there's that sound effect, that blue kind of aura, you throw it, and then Walt's able to duck most of it, but a good chunk of that icy explosion hits his chest, and he's able to shake off the frost forming on him. But it seems to do, despite dodging most of it, it does seem to do full damage.
Nice. All right, that's all I got.
All right. Tony,
Mm-hmm. It's time. For a bonus action.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
need
drink.
to roll my. Sorry, just gotta roll for my fear
good.
real quick. Oh, that plus. It was a wisdom saving throw.
it is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that plus 2, so 19. Is that enough?
You are good. You are no longer afraid.
Yeah.
All right. I am finally going to drink that potion of haste.
Okay.
So I pop that off. And Walt's back in the air, so I guess I'm charging down Goofy. I'm
A
gonna
normal thing
flank
to
Goofy.
say.
Yeah, I'm gonna just flank Goofy because I can.
I think that's what you actually said when we were in Disney. You were like, I'm charging down Goofy now.
I almost
Get
got my
that guy.
chance. Remember, I was on child removal duty, and I almost had my chance. Remember, that one kid like kind of wandered down the hallway. I was like, that was my chance. I could have tackled a child and been completely within my rights.
I don't know if I go that far, but
All right.
Your Honor.
Okay.
Was the clock tower not enough for you, Tony?
He didn't do the clock tower. He was the only
That's
one.
true.
That's right.
When do I get to kill the children, Ryan?
Ew.
All right.
The younglings.
That's
Nice.
that looks like 3 hits on Goofy.
That is 3 hits on Goofy.
Gosh.
You know, I have not. Okay, I don't have the elemental thing going on my axe yet, but I'll probably get that going on the next round here. Excuse me. All right. So that's gonna be a plus. That's a plus 21 to the hit. And this is gonna have the radiant little boost on top of it as well that I get.
Okay.
47 damage to Goofy.
Jeez.
That's some real good damage.
I didn't even roll my bonus for the flank, but I guess I didn't need it to hit. So.
Donald.
Not with 16, 15, 13. You're gonna fucking kill Goofy just like one of them did. Who killed Goofy and
The Heartless.
Two?
A Heartless, I think, pushed a rock on him. It was very
Wait, did
constructive.
Goofy die?
He
Yes,
fucking died.
Goofy has to be like full on revivified in Kingdom Hearts 2.
What?
Here, Sid, I'm gonna send you a video that's just called Goofy Dies.
Should be
Sick.
Goofy
Thank
fucking
you.
dies. All right. You are hasted. You have all the benefits of haste. You are raging, and you took a massive cleave, three massive cleaves out of Goofy. He is looking real rough currently.
Cool.
Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I've done enough to him.
I would agree. He has already used his action surge. He has already
Jesus, he
used
did
his
fucking
second
die.
wind.
Shit.
Gonna be joining your mom soon, Maxie.
Oh, I was like, what sick mom burn did he just do?
But I'm taking you down with me before I do. And Andrew, he's gonna take 3 attacks on you. That is a 18, 23, 26.
I think a 26 squeaks by.
Wait, me or Tony? Oh, me! Yeah,
The
that'll
good
hit.
news is that he didn't roll a 19, which, as a champion, would have been a crit.
Ah!
Can I Silvery Barbs the 26?
If you wish,
Let's
you will roll it again.
do it. Yeah, why not?
Okay. It is now
I can use that
13.
advantage.
You only get hit twice.
Lovely. Lovely.
I'm giving the advantage to Sydney because she's up next.
Oh, thank you.
Andrew, that is 18 points of damage to you as he takes his shield and just starts bashing you over the head with it.
Ow, 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 ow.
He's doing like the Hulk Thor thing or Hulk Loki thing.
And that is...
Oh,
That's...
I'll uncanny dodge one of those.
Alright,
Sorry.
it was... Oh, sorry, Hold on. First attack is 10. The second attack is 12. So go ahead and have the second attack.
Oh, okay. I appreciate
So it'll
that.
be 16 points of damage total. I didn't add the mods correctly, so...
Oh shit. How much?
You took 16 points.
Okay. Oh my god, that's
That is Goofy's move. Artem, you're up. There's a giant fire-breathing Walt Disney flying about 20 feet over you.
Yeah, that's
He
a
has taken
problem.
some hits now.
Well, first things first. As a yes and bard, I've always wanted to do this and have it work, and this is my only chance. So I'm going to throw nothing up into the air and say Mega Potion as I cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
Not bad. Okay, so Ryan, me, Andrew, Tony, and Sydney get 16 HP back because I can't reach Richard.
nice.
Thank you.
I am at my max, but I guess like, can it go somewhere else or?
No, unfortunately, it's just
Alright.
6 creatures within range. So
Alright.
unless Melanie can't be healed, right? She just has 1 HP.
No, she's just got 1 HP.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah,
Andrew.
I
but
goofed up.
all of those get
There you go.
16, which is not bad at all. And
Got
then
you.
Perfect. Perfect. That's me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You can see the likeness.
Alright, Andrew fades from existence as he is fucking dead.
I know that he's resistant to fire, right? He didn't absorb the fire when he got hit.
No, he's resistant to fire.
All right. Well, it's kind of all I got. So I'm gonna take out that flamethrower because when else am I gonna use it? And as my action, because this is using an item, I'm gonna throw a fireball at him.
Okay.
All right.
Please do.
That uses 3 charges. Does it use my spell save? Yes.
I think we said 15.
Oh, okay.
That.
So
items.
if I could have a dexterity saving throw.
Do you say anything as you pull out a flamethrower and fire a fireball at him?
Flame on.
Eat this, bitch. Yep. It's
Not my
8d6.
paladin, bitch.
Have you considered dragging these nuts on?
26 on a fail, 13 on a save.
All right, that is. He rolls a 19,
Okay.
so it is halved, and
Mhm.
because he is resistant to fire, it is halved again.
Still something.
What a bitch.
So that is 13
Seven,
goes down to 6,
Six?
7.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It rounds down, right?
I'm fine with rounding
Mhm.
down.
Yeah. So 6.
All right, 6 damage. It's a point of difference of 1 point.
It's something.
But you pull out the sci-fi flamethrower from the Alien franchise, and you, after it had just dodged a ice ball, it dodges a fireball. It's like, well, you dried me off. Thanks for that.
Fuck you.
I still love the bit of Kingpin that's in the Wolf Dragon voice. It's
Did,
very Daredevil
Donald-
Kingpin. I like it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wish to do with your turn, Artem?
I don't think I can. That was my action and bonus action. And I'm not leaving that aura. Because I know it's going to be useful in a second.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the place to be. Let's see. Donald. So, Sydney, you attempted to break Donald's concentration. However, he was able to hold on to Sunbeam.
Fucking Sunbeam.
Oh, that's right. He was sunbeaming. I forgot all about that.
Yes.
Oh man, I should have
Let's
gone for
see.
Donald.
High level concentration spell, if I remember.
Yeah.
It's level 6, I think.
It is his level 6 spell.
Okay.
60-foot line.
Sorry, Goofy sacrifices have to be made.
Right? He's going to fucking annihilate Goofy.
You're gonna yuck and kill me like rabbits.
Oh, Artem, I could just tag you. I would have to ignore everyone else, but I could just barely tag you.
You could. Fucking psychopath.
Was it worth taking Goofy out?
It's the funny thing to do.
Yes, it is.
Donald.
Rule of goof. Rule of goof.
Hmm.
It's only gotten worse.
It's miles ahead of what I can do, buddy.
Nope, can't do it. Not right now.
How many concentration spells? Did you also summon Melanie, Sydney?
Yeah, she was there with me.
Okay. Got it. Does Melanie get attacks of opportunity?
No, if they're, I don't think so. I know I do though.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But no, like we can't both take a reaction either way or take a turn based off of the
Okay.
roll.
Just wanted to double check that. Okay. Donald is going to shift around. I'll bring you back, Goofy. Don't worry.
Wait, motherfucker! No! I mean, yes, Melanie does have attack up.
You hear the ching as a beam of sun starts charging up. Sydney, Tony, Goofy, Andrew, I need all of you to make con saves.
God.
Oh, not
Goofy
Dex,
doing
huh?
one is very funny, though, I have to say.
Is not silvery barbs. It's only for attacks, right?
It is for saves, but it's on successful things. So, like, if they succeed on a save against something, I can silvery barbs them.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. When I rage, it's just advantage on strength.
That
right?
being
Not
said,
advantage on
Sydney,
con saves.
you do have an advantage from my
Mhm.
silvery barb, so you can
Okay.
use
Oh.
that for your save.
Let's give a D4 as well.
Yeah, Bless is a D4 on saves. I think
Thank goodness.
Sydney and... I don't know, Tony, do you also have Bless? You do
I
have
am blessed, yeah. I
right.
don't remember when I'm raging. Yeah, my rage is just for strength. That's what I wanted to check.
Beautiful.
Out of 31.
Thank you for the hit point.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm about to have a hole in me, so think those are those helped.
I'm hoping you survive.
Uh-huh.
Sydney. You passed.
Yay! I would
No one
fucking
else?
hope so.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me check if Goofy passes.
Well, he's gonna pass, all right.
If I recall,
Way.
the DC was like something like 19. It was insane.
Oh man.
Yes, unfortunately, Tony, you are just shy. Unless you have something to add on to it or roll with it.
I have nothing like that, but I do have a reaction that can still happen.
Okay. On a pass, or sorry, on a fail, you take 29 points of radiant damage.
Oh, I can't use my thing on that. No.
On a
It's
pass,
only the
you take 14 points of radiant damage.
How's Goofy looking?
Goofy, it's a good thing he passed, because he is barely clinging to life right now as, like, that huge burns of sun. He's like, no, I'm fine, it's fine. Don't worry about little Goofy. If you also... Hold on. On a fail... and you
You
are
get a
blinded until the start of your next
Ah!
turn. On a fail. On a success, you only take half damage. So, 14 to Sydney, 29 to Andrew and Tony. Tony, you are blinded by the light. Andrew, I'm assuming you are just... Are you still standing?
I have 3 hit points left.
All right, make a note
Thanks
that
to
you're
Artem.
blinded then. Okay.
Yeah.
Donald, after blowing that attack, is like, how are you still standing? And he is going to, let's see, he was here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's gonna stand put.
I
I
can't
have so many status symbols right now.
I can't uncanny dodge that damage, can I?
It's a con save.
It's with an attack. Okay.
That is... Can you take a magic action? What the fuck is a magic action?
I think it's just an action in 2024.
It's magic.
Like you cast a spell as a magic action, but it's just an action.
So that's still casting a spell. You
Yeah.
can't cast another spell on top of that.
yes.
Okay. Just wanted to verify that. Yeah, that's that. Sydney, a
Okay.
doctor just blasted you with the full power of the sun.
I'm sunburned. Easy. He didn't have to do that. He could just set me outside.
Feels
I'm
like
gonna-
home.
It just does. I'm gonna. I hate it here. I'm gonna hit him with an axe. I hope.
22.
Ooh. 24 for the first
24 hits.
one. And a 17 doesn't.
17 does not hit.
My little
For
my
Donald?
little baby
Are you still
1d6.
blessed?
Oh, I am. That's not correct.
Well, you rolled a 14 on a nothing.
Plus D4.
That
So
does
20.
hit.
Yay. Plus 10. 19.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
That's 2 hits.
Does Melanie get to
And-
attack?
No, like, it's not standard Echo Knight rule where I get to, like, unleash incarnation like that. It's usually just a me kind of scenario, I believe.
Gotcha.
But hold on. Oh, it's additional creatures only. Get over here, Goofy.
Donald is still maintaining
This
his
motherfucker.
sunbeam.
I'm fine. I'm not mad.
That is 2 separate con saves, right?
Correct.
Um.
But it was,
That's
I think, minimum each. It was like 10 and 10.
Yeah.
that's it. That's a me.
Okay. Top of the round. Ryan's up. Dragon is in the sky. He can't reach him as it currently stands. Doesn't have a whole lot in the way of... He's already concentrating. Can't smack him. He has no ranged attacks. Well, he does have Guiding Bolt, so he could attempt a Guiding Bolt. I guess I'll do that.
Up the butt.
What's it?
Using the power of duel! Ugh.
Donald got Don.
Yes.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
And that is a spell gone. Ryan will shift over. Well, shift over. I feel like we should be standing too close to each other.
That's
Given
fair.
the whole fire, just don't just don't move too far away.
I mean, he is a dragon. I don't know if we can escape that.
If that's the
Yeah.
case, Ryan, don't get further in a line with Andrew and Tony.
But a line is just a space between 2 points. I'm aligned with everyone.
Yeah, but with Tony and Andrew, it's 3 points.
That's true.
Dragon Waltz, like you fucking nerds.
What are you doing, math right now? Losers!
Shut the fuck up.
Fighting!
You're here to fight for creativity.
Now let me get my protractor out real quick. I just need to see how I can get all of these in a line. Goofy, get out of the way! No, you know what? You two are really pissing me off.
No, are we?
I don't have to dodge much. But you do.
Oh.
Ryan, Artem, I need you both to make a dex save.
I'm famously good at those. Do saves get a plus? Oh, it really won't matter.
They get a +4.
So that's 16.
16 and a 19. That's not enough. You guys take a step back as a line of flame takes you both.
Oh,
The 19 wasn't enough?
Or actually, the 19 was enough.
I was about to say, what?
Yes, sorry.
It might not matter though. We'll see.
Well, it'll have it at least.
That is 44 points of damage.
He is
On a
still
fail.
up, though.
All right,
On
Ryan's
a-
still up.
Yeah.
Both of you are still up.
Yep, somehow.
On a pass, that is 22.
jeez.
The smoke clears, and somehow both Ryan and Artem are just barely clinging.
I bet you didn't do the smoke clears like anime bad guy still standing move.
With 2 HP, I don't know if that gets the badass. I guess it depends on your perspective. It's more just like, I kind of wish I was dead right now.
Yeah, it's
More
more
the
of a
Wile E.
gasp.
Coyote.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Ow!
If anything, I think it's just like black soot floor and then 2 sets of eyes blink open. All right, Richard, you look over and you see Walt Dragon is roasting Ryan and Artem. They're getting absolutely cooked right now, as the youth would say.
Actually, my token's supposed to be there.
And
Accidentally
Andrew and
leave my
Tony.
mouth.
Andrew's also looking really bad. Andrew and Tony are blinded right now, correct?
They are blinded until the end of their turn. Let me just double check.
Friendly reminder, we do have those elixirs that could get rid of that.
Technically, it's my
Until the
turn.
start of your next turn. Oh, so the start of Donald's next turn.
Mhm.
Things are looking
Thank you for the
really
reminder,
bad.
though, Sid.
3 out of the
Is-
6 of us are nearly dead.
Is Andrew not in the turn order anymore?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
the
right, you're right. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
Andrew first.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know what you meant by that.
Never mind, I'll save my thing. Go ahead.
I still have a mass healing word I could do. It's my last one.
There you go, Andrew.
Thank you. I guess I'm gonna just. So the solar beam hit. It did that thing like with Natalie Portman in episode 2, where like it blasts, but it just turns my shirt into a crop top.
Yeah.
But it's like all sunburned and like holes all over the
It
place.
just makes you sexier for some reason.
Somehow. Except the sunburn, that's kind of gross. It's more like Deadpool in a crop top. But I'm gonna, I guess, blindly stab at Goofy. Disadvantage. Here we go. Plus a D4. But as we know, an 18 will not.
Is unfortunately not enough, even with the bless. It seems that you are still seeing spots right now from that solar beam damage.
Oh.
Oh, I hate to
Back
say
is
it, but is Bless
steady.
still up?
Ryan rolled concentration and
Oh,
got
okay.
a 25.
Never mind. Awesome.
I was about to be like, fuck off, fine.
I'm sorry.
Teacher, you forgot to collect the homework, actually.
I'm sorry.
Bonus action? I'm gonna play dead. I'm gonna like do the stab, realize I didn't hit anything, and then just kind of like clunk, thunk,
All right.
crumble.
Give me a performance check.
Oops, that was not supposed to be a disadvantage. Looked like the first one was a 23.
23. How does it go, Hamlet? How does it go?
Get yucked. Shit.
Something ain't right with that boy. All right. Andrew is on the ground. You are prone.
Yay!
Okay. Seemingly dead. Richard, you look over, you see Andrew is just crumpled to the ground.
Yeah, he looks like he just
Possibly
died.
Yeah, he looks...
Things are looking really dire right now. Ryan and Artem look like they're nearly burned to a crisp. Andrew has fallen down, potentially dead. Tony is blinded, and he's our heaviest hitter.
Actually,
And-
Richard, can I get an insight check from you real quick?
Sure. This plus like 1 or 2.
Andrew looks fucking dead.
Dude, he looks fucking dead.
Sure.
I mean, I trust that he's not dead, but I imagine he's like in death saves.
Yeah.
I think it's time that people got a second wind. I think it's time for me to make a wish to bring everyone up to full HP. I'm going to modify it a little bit rather than with the effects of a greater restoration, with the effects of a lesser restoration. So that way Tony is no longer blinded.
Is it with
I
the
love that we're
greater
back to
restoration?
lawful Richard.
What is it? What are you modifying it from?
Normally it's greater restoration, which oddly enough does not cover the effects of lesser restoration.
Really? I thought
Yep.
it was like that and.
That's
Nope,
dumb.
you'd think.
I would
but
think so too.
apparently not. So I'm just modifying it a little bit, which I imagine it's like less of a thing to do, so it should be fine to do, I would imagine.
Speak your wish.
I wish that my entire team is back up in tip-top fighting shape. So, according to the rules of the wish spell, I can choose up to 10, I think actually up to 20 people, but we don't have that many. And I can bring them back
Strogdor?
up to full HP. I don't think he's around. Let's see. Allow up to 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points, and the effects of them as described in the Greater Restoration spell. So I just want to adjust that to Lesser Restoration. And with that, Tony will no longer be blinded. Any other effects like that? I don't think there's anything else, but if there is, none of that would be affected for my team anymore. And then everybody would be back up to full HP.
So
News,
you speak
Tony, you're
aloud
cured of your
your
rage.
wish. There is a pause as you wait for the effects to take place. And from
And let me
across the
Yep. Yeah, there's no counter spell possible. So yeah.
the battlefield, you see Walt being like, looking up, like, don't, what are you doing? This is not, don't help them! As you see, for the first time since you've been there,
For the first time in
the symbol of the king activates as powerful, radiant, healing energy emanates from the symbol of the king. It seems that your power of the cards, and possibly of everything, comes from this enigmatic symbol. As everyone is brought back to full health, full status conditions. And
Dig
Walt
it.
yells in dismay, "No!"
Oh yeah!
I thought you were about to monkey paw that, and it was also gonna fully heal Walt and Donald and Goofy.
I don't know if you can monkey paw one of the things that's written in the sheet.
Yeah, you can't.
No, it just seems that the power of the wish comes from that entity itself.
Interesting.
All right, that is your action. You have used your final wish, and it seems like it couldn't have happened too soon, as everyone is brought back up to full fighting health. Richard, is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
I think I just take a step forward in confidence, and maybe I will use up some of my sorcery points to charge up another 3rd level attack. So
So you're
that'll
converting
be-
points into another spell slot?
Yes, I'm converting. Yeah, I'm converting my 5 of my sorcery points into a level 3 spell slot. And that's it. That's me.
You said earlier, can Wish be counterspelled?
Oh, I was just making sure I was out of range, so
Okay.
I don't think anybody could have done it.
Cool. Alright. Tony, you're up.
Yes. Okay. So I'm at full health and I'm no longer blind, and
Yep.
that is ruled. But I'm still raging. As a bonus action, I'm gonna do this cool move, and my axe is now pulsing with lightning. As I use my Gift of the Chromatic Dragon, just
Very nice.
amplify that. I am now going to do one attack against Goofy. I'm gonna take my attacks like one at a time because, you know, you said he's near death, so. Here's one to Goofy. If I need to bless it, I can, but that's probably okay.
You will need to bless it.
Okay.
It's 21.
Is it really 21 to hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because he's like a super. All right, let's reckless attack it. Because I'm trying to get this done. Oh, I'm flanking. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm still flanking with Andrew.
So it's another
that
D4.
takes. Yeah, so that takes it to 20, and then that'll make it 21. Exactly,
Yep, there you
21. Okay.
Exactly what you need.
Nice.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you for the reminders there, y'all. All right. If you need me to break this up, I can. But that's the hit to Goofy for 29.
29. All right, you wind up your Indomitable Axe and you bring it down. You're ready. He's looking weak. It seems that there's nothing that can happen to stave off this death blow. Unless there were, say, a ward specifically meant to protect against death blows.
He has a death
As
ward.
you,
Okay.
and it shatters around him like magic glass. His death ward is gone.
Okay.
He's at
Donald!
I'll use
Donald!
Donald!
then I will use another attack on him.
Donald!
And
Relentless
exactly
fury.
21 again. Exactly 21 again. And with Death Ward, I believe that means he has 1 HP left. But I'm gonna hit him for 19.
Well, you know, the thing is that before Death Ward, he had twice as much HP.
He had 2.
He had 2 HP.
All right. Well, since my I didn't even plan this, but since it's lightning on the axe, I hope he does like the cartoon skeleton shock thing. Yeah.
And then
Because his armor is like gonna be a superconductor. And I got a lot of move speed, so I'm gonna come over here and flank with Sid now for my third
All
attack.
right.
Why do you have 3 attacks right now?
I'm hasted.
Hasted, right?
Yeah.
You used a bonus action to turn on your electric thing, though, right?
Yeah, but you still with haste get to take an additional one, right?
Oh,
So,
right. That's
yeah.
It's like an extra thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I have an additional action which can be used for a weapon attack.
Right. I thought it was a bonus action, but yeah, you're right.
Yep. No, it's
Just full
it's
other
the
action.
haste action. Yeah, haste action, if you will. All right. Rolling to hit Donald.
Oh, no.
That
one
was
does
quick
it.
by.
Yeah. that one
Maybe,
does it.
you know.
Thanks. For a max hit of 23.
Oh!
Look at that.
Very nice.
Damn, dude.
Very nice damage. All right, that is a significant hit. Donald is looking real rough right now. That's how much is left. I will do a con check on that.
What's he concentrating on?
Sunbeam.
Sunbeam.
Oh, that's a right, because you hold it
Yeah.
in your hand.
Yeah, it's up to a minute or something like that.
Right. Forgot about
The
that.
DC would be half of that, so 11.
Yeah, it's not hard.
He makes it.
Yeah, I figured, but you know, it's still a big hit.
Yep. All right. A decisive turn. Tony, is there anything else we should do with your turn?
That's a lot of actions. I'm good.
That's a lot of damage. Actually, it was like 23 and 3.
It was.
Donald was guiding bolted, right?
He was, but I think it's already been expended by now.
Okay, got it.
Mathematically, that's 29, 19 for 40. Mathematically, that's 78 damage
Nice.
So
in that round.
try balancing for that.
No, I'll just keep hitting if it's all the same to you.
Goofy is down. Goofy makes his first death save.
What?
Passes.
Andrew, you're right there. Just let us throw. You're already on the ground.
Okay. Well,
Full health.
I'm back to full health. Like, all right, you bitch. I'll fight fire with fire. I'm gonna throw another fucking fireball at him from the, from the thing.
Okay.
So it's a DC 15, but I feel like he'll pass it, but I'm okay with that.
That's a 21.
Yeah,
So he
that
just passes it.
passes. So 15 is half, and he takes half of that, which is
7.
7.
7. Hey,
It's something.
damage is damage. All right.
What else am I gonna use this thing?
Would your vicious mockery do as much?
Yeah,
close.
likely it's a 2d6, so it's
That's assuming you hit him.
And consider
Yeah.
advantage. Yeah.
so like honestly, this thing is on the off chance that he fails the save, then he takes 15. So
Yeah, true.
it's worth it to use it up. And then
Hey,
bonus
I'm basically doing the same thing, just ice.
bonus action. Who's up next? Sydney. Oh, we definitely need to kill Donald. Sydney, I will give you Bardic Inspiration.
Thanks, Boo. A D8, right?
Yes. Kill the duck.
I'm gonna try. God damn.
Kill the goof.
Real sick of this duck.
All right. Now back up to Donald. Donald is surrounded in the red, holding onto Sunbeam still, but staring down a full health, hasted, electrified, zealous barbarian, as well as a fighter, full health,
Oh yeah.
with spirit of the main boss's daughter on her side.
The power of God and anime, if you will.
Yes, as it were. He's looking a little. He's a little bit stuck right now, but he's still got some moves. Let's see. How many spell slots does he have left? All right. Donald is going to. Sorry, give me one sec, guys. He is going to drop concentration on Sunbeam,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
and he is going to upcast a spell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what is the range of Hold Person?
Oh. About 6 inches actually. It's a tough spell.
60 feet.
I would like
Uh.
to counterspell that.
Yeah? How would you like to do that?
Just, I'll retroactively roll a bard of lore.
Oh, you mean you would like to?
I would like
But-
to.
2,
Whoa, that is
3,
so many
4.
screens.
What is he casting? Hold person?
Yeah, so you cast
Upcast
Hold
it.
Person at 5th level.
At 5th level?
Yes.
For what? Lord.
Second level gets 1 person. Third level gets 2 people. Fourth level gets 3 people. Fifth level gets 4 people.
Dolan, what the fuck, brother?
I'm 5 feet out of range to do counter spell.
Actually,
Sorry,
you
guys.
are actually 5 feet out of range for him as well.
Good for you.
And he is not going to risk another attack. So he is actually going to only cast it at 4th level.
Oh, good. Ryan and me are out of range.
Oh look, me too. I am also
I
as
also
well.
declare
Tony.
myself out of range as
I'm
well.
still fake and
Tony,
dead.
Is that
Sydney,
con?
Art, Andrew, can I get a wisdom saving throw from all of you, please?
Wisdom.
Wisdom,
Fuck.
come on, man.
Are you sure it's not a strength save?
Plus a D4. Oh. Does an 11 do it? Oh.
Sydney. Sydney, what the fuck?
Sydney's like, fuck you, Donald! Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
Donald's about to get wrecked.
Wait,
Andrew,
hold on. We got long rested. We're virtually long rested from
It's
Trogdor,
not a
right?
long rest. Like you don't.
No, from
like you don't
Trogdor.
gain back spell slots, everything else. You just got HP.
It was just being healed up.
Yeah, you did from Trogdor, but that was a while ago.
Right, but I'm asking because I have not. If that's the case, I have not used any of my extra stuff in this battle. I used it in the previous one,
Yeah.
like my rerolls.
items did not recharge. Any abilities that you have are recharged.
Okay, so I get to reroll a rage save then.
Nice.
That's a class thing, and if
Nice!
Wow. All right.
The zeal of the zealot barb.
You
So the
have gone
Zealot
beast
Barb gets
mode.
you 1 free reroll.
per rage, yes. So realistically, 1 per battle, and then I do have the one from the axe as well. Should it?
Yeah. I know you had multiple, but I was curious. Is that a new 2024 thing for Zealots?
Is 2020? Yeah.
All right. Sydney, Tony,
Hi.
you are not paralyzed. Andrew, you
Yeah.
are paralyzed.
Yep.
Frozen. Well, it was bad enough when Sydney just saved, but now Tony saved too, and Donald's like, uh-oh. Sydney, you're up.
How's he looking? How's he doing?
Real rough. This
Okay.
is like his Hail Mary to try and get
Word.
some distance.
Okay. So attack 1,
Hits.
Nice.
attack 2.
Hits.
Nice.
Don't worry, Andrew. We're gonna get you out of there, buddy.
God, 17
First hit.
was a 6. And
The
then
first
an
was
11.
a 6.
1 plus 5. And then 6 plus 5.
The first hit takes him down to 3 hit points. Second hit hits his death ward, takes him down to 1 hit point.
Ah! Donald! I'm fine emotionally.
You really should have flopped. I mean, I guess either way, but
So is that 2
Donald.
con saves he has to make?
yes.
There is that, but he's passed every single fucking one of those.
But it's
Last
just
streak's
whole
gotta
person.
end.
But yeah. Let's see.
Just hold person. I am the person.
20. That's a 15. You're still paralyzed, my guy.
Do I
All
have
right,
anything
but Donald
else?
is now
I
at
don't
1
think
HP.
I have. I think I have fuck all for anything else. Yeah, I got nothing. My damage output is not great.
Are you using a short sword?
I'm using my axe.
Your axe is only a d6?
Yeah, it's hand axe,
Okay.
but it's magical. and I can summon a thing that helps. So hopefully, I could get around with. She doesn't die. That's me. Fuck.
Top of the round.
Glare
Down,
at him
Jack.
real hard.
Hey, you burnt the death ward.
Yeah.
You did.
And there's so many turns between his next one.
Ryan is feeling healthy again. He's gonna try and do another guiding bolt at the dragon. At the bad dragon. Misses. Not much he can do there.
Oh boy.
Walt looking over and seeing his true general starting to collapse. Oop. In Walt or Donald also in pretty dire straits right now. He looks up to hit the source of his power. What are you waiting for? I brought them here for you. I did everything you said. Just do it! And you see once again the stirring of the king. There's a moment that passes as it seems to contemplate what its herald has said before finally emitting a high note. From the high ceiling, from the endless abyss of the ceiling, you see 6 strands, long green, fall and click into the back of each of your heads. And you feel a little pulling sensation as the harvesting process has begun.
Oh. Oh.
No.
I don't think. No, it
Should've
doesn't
saved
sound
the
right.
wish for this.
Hold up.
No,
No,
thank
let me.
you.
Desperation move, at least.
No, it's not in the script, Ryan. It's not. It's not in here. I think you've got it.
He doesn't get his line weapon back. That's good.
He does not.
What if I said no thank you?
Very polite. And personally, I think you deserve an inspiration point for the recap and note taking.
I have taken like all these notes. All these
Dang.
notes.
So very many.
Yeah.
Just for a 3-shot?
Just for a 3-shot. Look how narrow I am. Like, look at all that. That's
It's a little
all like
extensive.
crazy stuff
Yeah.
going on here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Please.
Has it stayed in order? No. Oh, and then this page too.
That's
Oh my
trivial.
god. Yeah, great.
Um.
And then I have my journal that I have all my recipes in.
Artem,
Man.
Ryan. While you do not see Walt's fire breath attack recharge, he does start casting another spell.
Hmm.
He is going to start moving, and you see ancient arcane ruins of an eldritch nature. As you feel a wave of destructive psionic beam fire out as it seems to tap into its eldritch origins. I need a dexterity saving throw from both of you.
+4, so 26.
Does it pass? It's not a pass.
Ryan.
The fact that he's made any dex saves up to this point is pretty impressive.
He's got a +5.
Yeah.
It ain't bad.
That's
Not the same
all
as mine.
Charisma, baby. That's charisma and shield, baby. All right. On a fail, that is 22 points of force damage as he casts Psionic Blast at the both of you. On
This is
a
what-
pass, that is 11 points.
Lady E had this.
On a fail, you take full damage and you are pushed 20 feet directly away from you and are knocked prone.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Artem, run.
And Ryan is prone currently. Walt Dragon is still 20 feet in the air. He is going to... shift over to here. In between the two of you. The king. It is as much another combatant in this battle as it is the entire arena itself. You realize in your journey, in your notes, one particularly long note, you were contemplating the nature of muses, that they can be anyone, anything, even a place. And you were reminded that symbols have power here. The more you see something, the more power it has, both in this world and the living world. What do you see at the beginning of every single Disney film?
Castle.
This is me.
The king, or the symbol of the king. Andrew, as the cable comes down and hooks itself into the back of your mind, I want you to think of something for me. I want you to think of something when you did something creative. Something that you either made, performed, or wrote. Something that you made and you were proud of. Doesn't have to be the last thing, just something that you felt was a part of your identity. Something you were proud of.
It's in here. Oh, you want to tell? When I was younger, I got pretty decent at the piano, and I, as any young pianist does, I had watched Amadeus, and absolutely went wild for it. And I had a recital, a piano recital in church, and I played this number, had fun with it, and then I stood up and I started getting applause, and I said, "Wait, I'm not done." And I pulled the bench around and I laid back on the bench and played the same number upside down, and then received a second applause. And I was so just shit-eating grin, too pleased with myself.
And how did that make you feel when you did that?
Like a fucking rock star.
Okay. You are reminded of that memory, and as it is just brought to the surface of your mind, seemingly for whatever random reason, you can feel it is slowly being zapped away from you as it is being retracted into the artistic integration process.
What is?
Can I have a wisdom saving throw to maintain that memory?
Ooh.
18. So you don't know why you're thinking of this moment, but as you do, you can feel it slowly drifting away from you as it is being robbed from you. You focus and concentrate, and while there is a little bit of psychic damage that still comes through, you are able to hold on to and maintain that memory. It is not being taken away from you. You did that. It is yours.
Hell yeah.
You will take half of this. Alright, so you take 3 points of psychic damage, resisting the effects of the artistic integration.
Hell yeah.
And it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So, the sequence of events goes as follows. I faked my death. This energy flows out. Richard's wish fills us all with a new life, like Beauty and in Beauty and the Beast. When the Beast is crumpled down, I lift up, and in a glow of light and swirling energy, I am transformed whole again, healed, and wounds cleaning up, and even my clothes somehow returning to just completely restored. And I land gently on my feet, and I look down, and I cut the shirt back off into a crop top again. And as I
see you're more powerful than the clothes you have on this planet.
And as I toss the scrap behind me, I raise the blade to the dragon, and I say, "It's hot girl summer, and then I am frozen in place by Donald. And then a cable just, and there's like, and I guess that's what happens.
All right, give me a wisdom save to see if you break free from a whole person at the end of your turn.
Buddy.
I guess you are focusing on maintaining that memory that you were not able to break free from the whole person.
But a 12. Will a 12?
But a 12?
Oh, it's something.
Richard, at the start of your turn, you feel that little jack fall down and hook directly into your mind. Tell me about a time where you did something, made something, planned something creative that you were proud of.
Oh man, so I love my jokes and my comedic timing, and gosh, there was just this time where I was really like being sassy, watching some TV, some like just reality TV. This was like early in the Melody days, and I was like, you know what I think about that? And then I drop an awesome fart, and I was really proud of it. Just like, yeah, nailed that one. It was perfect. I was so proud of that moment.
Did you get a big laugh? Did you get a big response?
Oh yeah, no, it was perfect. It was perfect
All
response. Right. It was like the perfect delivery. You'll never get a better one. And I really hope I keep that memory.
All right, so an eldritch horror from beyond our recognition reaches into your mind looking for something creative, and it finds this fart joke that you're really, really proud of.
Yep.
Give me a wisdom saving throw to hold on to that dear memory.
I really want to hold on to this fart, guys.
Oh no!
Guys! Oh.
Richard, you're chuckling to yourself. You're like, man, I fucking nailed it that time. But as you do, you're like, nailed it. What time? As you feel it slowly turn dark, as that memory is sucked up away from you and taken into the sky.
Have fun with that one, Disney.
Richard, you take 15 points of psychic damage as it is ripped from you.
Fuck. Oh, well, there goes my, there goes the rest of my, Armor of Agathis.
Okay. Richard, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, let's do some good honest damage here. Here's another Kamehameha of cold damage from the little ice giant that could. Gonna need a dex saving throw.
That'd be like the name of your book.
Yeah. Good honest damage from the little ice giant who could. Yeah! Oof. Oh, that's terrible.
Richard? That is a natural 1 on its save.
Nice!
As he takes it.
Go!
He takes the whole thing.
God, I wish I rolled better on that one, but I'll still take it.
Damage is damage.
No, it wasn't.
Yep. And
you
with
guys
that,
have
I'm going to
started to accumulate more and more damage on this dragon. You are slowly chipping away at this thing.
Yeah, and with a bonus action, I'm gonna use a level 1 slot to restore. I think it'd be 2 sorcery points because I need to keep on changing this from fire to cold.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Tony, same question. As you're raging, hasted, focused, channeling the power of anime and God, for some reason, your mind goes to something that you were proud of, something that you made or did or performed. What was that memory?
Well, it'd probably be my, at this point, I'm pretty sure my YouTube channel is already launched, right?
Yes.
So, proud of what goes into that. And it's funny that it's siphoning creativity because I have, like, it is impossible for me to turn that part of my brain off. So, don't make me do this at disadvantage. But it's like, it's so hard for me to turn the creativity part off.
Is there a particular bit or joke or sketch or like maybe a comment that you read, something that really resonated with you?
I have had a couple people comment like, hey, I haven't played this game, but now I want to because of what you said. It sold me on it. And that's like the reason for doing it, right? So,
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
So you're thinking of, you know, making videos, putting yourself out there, putting your own writing out there, all of that. It's just you. It's you and the audience. And you're putting yourself out there fully. And in the early days, it was slow, but as more and more comments were coming in, you were feeling more and more sure of yourself. You were feeling like you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing here. This is pretty cool. This is pretty exciting. And you feel that sense of accomplishment rush over you. And as it does, you can feel something try to yank it and steal it from you. Can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
You can. Not my good one. All right. Still blessed, right? That's still up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
17. You are able to maintain that memory. You feel it trying to be taken from you. However, you are able to. You're hasted. You're raging. You're like on 3 different. You're having a Diet Coke and a coffee and LaCroix at the same time. You're like that puppy brain with like the different needles and things injected into it right now. You are locked in. You take
All right.
only half, so 5 points of psychic damage as you hold on to that part of yourself from being taken away.
I accept.
What do you wish to do with your turn?
All right. All right. Donald is right in front of me. He has already taken his death ward. He already lost his death ward, correct?
Yep.
All right, so let's finish him off. Finish him off. Let's see. I'm raging, so it's this. And I'm flanking with Sid, so it's this. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Awesome.
And you know how much HP he has.
Yes, I do, but I want to roll it because it's fun. So by default, the holy damage gets applied on the first thing that hits. 19 is enough with a minimum roll.
And with that, Donald is down.
Wow. Which means
And
you can't
just like
concentrate.
And just like in Kingdom Hearts, he did it without healing anyone, ever. See, it was a choice, not a running out of turns.
All right, so that was one of my attacks. Just trying to see if there's anything I can do to get myself up to the dragon, but I don't really think there is. So I will get myself to there. So that's just movement. I'll use my extra thing to dash. That'll get me here. And then I still have 2 attacks left. So I'm going to throw my 2 remaining javelins up at the dragon, because right now it's all I can do.
All right.
All right. And actually, I want to check something here. Okay, never mind. I was gonna see if Charger somehow applied to a thrown weapon, but of course it doesn't. That doesn't make any sense. All right. So throwing. All right, 2 javelins up. That's an 18 and a 28.
28 will hit.
Cool. All right, and again, the rage doesn't apply because it's thrown, but at least, maybe I'll make it mad and it'll come down at me.
You didn't use strength to?
It's a melee specifically for a rage. Yeah. So I'll deal 7 damage to the dragon. It's also not coded in any of my magic, but that's okay. And
Alright, you throw a stick at him.
Javelinless. That's all I got while he's in the air.
Alright. Is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
That's all my actions.
Goofy is down. Artem, as you feel this piece of eldritch horror worming its way into your mind, what does it look for? What is it finding that's something you made or did that you're proud of?
There's so many options, but I guess if this is going to happen multiple turns, at least I could say one of them. Stepdad made a Hallmark parody film that we did, where it's the guy from the city goes back to his hometown and falls in love with the girl from the country, and we point out all of the dumb tropes. It's called the Christmas noun because it's always the Christmas something. But my favorite thing that I didn't really tell anyone I did, I just sort of did it. Every Hallmark movie, when it comes out of a commercial, there's like some sort of establishing shot with some jingle bells or something, some very traditional Christmas tune of some sort. And just to put my own little joke, even the music has jokes. They are not Christmas tunes. They are each of them a Jewish song.
Well,
that's awesome.
As we know, all of the greatest Christmas songs have been written by Jewish people.
It's
so
true,
it only makes sense.
So,
all right, so this
wisdom save.
Yes, this thing you think of it brings you joy. That little joke you pulled.
No, Hava Nagila.
What joke?
You can feel it's slowly being pulled away, like when pensives are pulled out and kind of like ethereal. It is slowly lost from your mind, like a forgotten dream. It is pulled away, and you take 13 points of psychic damage.
Ow.
Richard, Artem, you both failed your saves.
Yep.
Looking down at your hand, or examining yourself after suffering the effects from that, you can see slowly the color begin to drain from your body in your extremities, starting in its most outward part, as part of you is being taken away. Artem, what do you wish to do?
Okay. I'm gonna make a plea to the symbol of the king. Because it seems like it's listening and it's paying attention, and it didn't do what Walt wanted at the beginning, and neither did the things want to be able to do it. So I'm going to try and ask it for help. And I'm gonna talk up to it and say, do you really want him in charge of all the creativity? Because he's such not a creative person. All he wants to do is take from other people. You could have so many other things being made in your name and everybody else's name if you just let people have their own creativity instead of giving it to him. Because honestly, he's not that creative. I mean, he made himself a dragon. I can do that too. And I distinctly remember the thing that I rolled for my tail was the dragon breath move. So I'm going to move over here,
Ooh.
and I'm going to breathe fire at Walt to prove my point.
Okay.
Can you pick a different dragon?
It's not going to do a lot of damage, but hopefully
pick, like,
it
nine-
does
nine-
something to convince it.
It's not about the damage.
Yeah.
It's about sending a message.
So,
Is that a dex save?
it is Tail of the Dragon. Wow, he is just at the edge of this range too. Yes, dexterity saving throw of my DC. So it's DC 17.
Okay. That was a 12.
He fails. He takes the full of this halved because it's fire damage, but that's
That's a
still a
good
decent
roll.
roll.
That's a good roll.
That was
Yeah.
a good roll.
So he takes 12 fire damage.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, and hopefully my dragon's breath does something to convince King Mickey that Walt is not deserving of the creativity that is being given. Or taken, rather.
You do this. You kind of stare up at this thing, and as you do, as it has been since you've been there, looking directly at this figure, it's akin to looking at the sun. It hurts you, and just being in its presence feels like you are committing a sin. You are not meant to be engaging with this creature at all, but it does seem to be aware of you. It stares down at you. It continues. You can see the little beads of green energy come up from all of you. It has noticed you. It does not cease its leeching process currently. It's still gotta eat.
I'm just saying you can take it from that asshole.
All right, Artem, is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
I can still bonus action. Who's got range stuff that would be able to use it? Jeez, no one does, huh? Is Guiding Bolt a leveled spell, or is it a cantrip? I can't remember.
It is a
It's a
first
level
level
spell.
spell.
Does Ryan have spell slots?
I got one first and one second level.
Well, maybe you're gonna Guiding Bolt on your turn, so I'm gonna give Ryan a Bardic Inspiration and be like, you really need to hit this fucking dragon.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Alright, and that's my turn. Actually,
Part of me.
I will probably move to here so that there's not a clear line of 3.
Okay. You know, Richard, part of me was really hoping you were going to take the wish and make an 8th level fly spell wish with it and make everyone Super Saiyans so they could all fly into the sky and kick Walt's ass. I mean, healing makes sense. That's probably the good move to make, but part of my heart was hoping.
I didn't even think of it.
I looked it up. I was like, "There's exactly enough you could do it." But
I was lamenting a little bit the idea of like just summoning Joe Cool.
interesting.
He
But
gets it and he can't reach him either.
I stand by healing everybody. People were pretty down.
Joe Cool could have done the fastball special with you guys. He could have been like,
Andrew was dead, guys. I saw it.
Correct. He was super dead.
Sydney. As
Yeah.
you were to your side, you see Melanie there, and for the second time since you've summoned her, first was alongside trying to reactivate the McKee inside the SS-77, and again, here, looking into her eyes, you can see part of her personality shining through once again. Not just a hollow clone or shadow of her former self, but it seems like in this place, around this person, part of her is there once again. She looks over to you, a stomach falling, sense of dread in her eyes. She knows who you're facing right now. The source of so much light in her life for so long is now being used against you. As you are contemplating this, you feel that pull, that tug at the back of your mind. What is something that you feel you made, or performed, or did, created, that you felt proud of?
So drawing has been something I have perpetually chased at, but never really perfected or got super good at. It's always been a chore, like a really hard task to do literally any of it, ever. But not long after moving up to Arlington with Garrett, who is in suspended animation right now, I picked up just something to do during COVID, just a little art project. And it was painting cards, just picking random cartoons from media and painting them. And then we moved and I lost it and I stopped doing it. But I found them just the other day. And
Hey!
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, you can't see them really good, but like
Those
that's
are great.
All Might. That's freaking Mario.
Nice.
Of course, Waluigi's the king.
Doug. And Gigi.
That's so good.
And that's all I did, but I was like super excited to find them again and restart.
And how did you
That's
feel
awesome.
when you found them? What were you feeling?
I mean, at first I was like, oh good, like another set of cards. Let me just go throw this into this stack of shit that I have. And I like cracked him open and I started shuffling, and then I realized that some of them had, and it was such like a pleasant surprise, but also like a relief that this thing that I had invested a little bit of time in, they're just little cards, but like something I invested time in stuck around from him, which hadn't always been the case in the past.
But something initially you thought was meaningless, disposable, but then,
And then it
seeing your
had
own
some
work
meaning. Yeah.
reflected on it, some part of yourself there, it had meaning again.
Mhm. I'm gonna do it again, so that's cool.
You feel that sense of joy and pride in your own artistic merit, and it is slowly being pulled and taken from you. Can I have a wisdom saving throw to maintain it?
Okay. Wisdom? No, I have.
I don't think you've used the bardic inspiration I gave you.
I haven't. 17.
If you want to.
17. You can feel it slowly slipping through your fingers. However, you reach out and you grab it tight and you hold on to it. That memory is yours. That is part of who you are. And you hold on to that memory. You take half of this, so you take 6 points, or it was 13, reduced to 6, 6 points of psychic damage to you. As the artistic integration, I gotta think of a way to abbreviate that. The artistic integration fails to steal that from you. What do you wish to do with your turn?
I'm going to look at Melanie and I'm just, I need your help. And with that, I am turning and running towards the fucking dragon. We're doing 30. And I resummon Melanie. 5, 10, 15. And she could go 25, or 20, 25, 30. And I would like her to throw Severance at her father.
Okay.
Because I'm not throwing the axe and losing my weapon. Melanie is.
Are you summoning her, or is she running over?
So I can resummon her as a bonus action. So instead of her just stopping where I have to stop, because it's only 2. So I run 30, summon her at 15 ahead of me, and she moves the extra 15.
So, looking at Walt Dragon, he doesn't really have pupils. He has this kind of glowing green eyes, but you can see, like, looking around at all of you, making constant calculations, trying to figure out what his next plan of attack is. And then suddenly he sees there Melanie, his daughter, the one he left behind to pursue greater goals. And there's a beat where he's trying to maintain his composure. Go ahead and make this attack with advantage.
Exciting. For fun, can I, because we're going to tack on the Iron Tempest, so it tacks on that additional damage if it hits. No, it doesn't. That's okay.
Is that with the bless?
That is not with the bless, but it's not looking great, bud. Roll 1, 3, 4. 16?
16 is not enough, unfortunately.
That's okay.
It goes wide. Or rather, Walt is just barely able to snap back and dodge his large serpentine body like out of the way.
That's our turn.
All right. As the top of the round, Ryan's going to need to make a save against the artistic integration. But let's go ahead. We're about halfway. Let's go ahead and call a bio break here. Go get your water, go to the bathroom, get a snack, do what you got to do. We'll be back in 10 minutes, 9:30.
Woo!
All right.
Thank you, Dan.
Welcome back to Once Upon a Roll, the finale, part 2, Reckoning again. We are
Revisited.
here, fighting against Walt Dragon in his final form, in the heart of his Eldritch Abomination kingdom. Our heroes have pulled a little bit of a lead. Richard using the last of his wish spells to get everyone back to full health, getting them the second chance they need to finish this fight. Both Walt's henchmen, Donald and Goofy, are down for the count. Artem has made a plea to the entity, the king, trying to dissuade him from giving sway and favor to Walt, seemingly still up in the air there. While everyone is trying to find a way to bring this dragon down. Sydney had a moment communicating with Walt's daughter, his half-imaginary daughter, Melanie. Meanwhile, chords, the artistic integration, have all seeped their way into your mind and are slowly trying to claw away at your creative identities. We pick up back with Ryan, who is having a existential identity crisis right now. Thinking back to a creative memory, I'm reminded of middle school, where me and my best friend at the time, it was like the first real time that I had tried to part 2 of 2, yeah. I don't know why. It was like 2007, like the dawn of YouTube, where like those Linkin Park Naruto AMVs, anime music videos for the anime were everywhere, you know. And for whatever reason, I was on different sites torrenting and downloading different people's AMVs so I could make them into my own. So I was using Windows Movie Maker.
You wouldn't steal an AMV.
I wouldn't steal an AMV.
Fuck, I wouldn't.
Downloading AMVs from Naruto, from Bleach, like the big 3 at the time. And just like pulling different pop punk songs, SR-71, Three Doors to Grace, like different whatever I was listening to at the moment, and just like making the worst, most cringe 2000 anime music videos I could at the time. And I don't know why, but there was just something very powerful and very exciting about making different choices and things like that, and making something. It was really one of the first times I'd ever done something like that and felt a kinship to it. And that's part of the reason where I am today, currently. Video editing, producing, and working in social media videos and things like that. Anyways, that is a long way to say that Ryan thinks about that while it is slowly taken away from him by an eldritch horror from another dimension. Ryan will make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a nice story.
Ryan is able to maintain that connection to those cringy AMV memories and holds it back for another day when he's trying to fall asleep, but can't because it is so much cringe.
Oh, now it's too real.
He will, however, take 11 halved to 5. To 5 psychic damage. Ryan is now sitting at 33 half from the full health that he was just at moments ago. It is Ryan's turn. He still cannot find a way to bring down this dragon. He mentions, Artem, I could try to do the beholder trick again and make it land, but I think it can still resist stuff if it wants to.
You gotta do it. I mean, I don't know what else to do.
I got a couple spell slots left, so I could try throwing Guiding Bolt or trying to get him to land. If you help me.
I can try.
Okay. Ryan is going to use Command to drop and make it fall onto the ground. That is a DC 15. That is an 18.
Silvery barbs.
Gone down to an 11.
Hey!
I believe I used 1 last time. Walt will use his second legendary resistance, burning it. And Ryan is at a first level slots. But now Walt only has 1 legendary resistance left. Artem, who would you like to give the silvery barbs advantage to?
Andrew, you get the advantage because you got some range stuff.
I do.
All right, that was Ryan's action, bonus action. I
Thank you,
don't
sir.
think he has much. Not while he's on the ground. If he's on the ground, he can shove him, but not much outside of that. That is
Right,
Ryan's
shove.
turn. Walt seeing the coordinated attempts between Ryan and Artem, and now his own daughter being summoned against him to try and foil him. It's like, do you know what I needed to do to ascend? Do you know what it costs? It's not enough to simply want something. You must destroy every part of yourself that gives you weakness, that holds you back. It is no different then than it is now. And he starts weaving a symbol. And underneath Ryan, Artem, Melanie, Tony, a massive circle appears. And you see small, black, slithering tentacles begin to emerge from the ground. 20-foot radius. 20-foot radius!
That is huge.
As Walt casts Hunger of the Dark. Everyone inside of that circle needs to make a dexterity saving throw. As you can hear the bone-chilling screams of eldritch horrors poking through into our reality, trying to drag you back in.
Is this
danger
a
sense.
save or suck, or is this like a you still take partial damage even if you save?
You gotta get out of it either way.
You gotta get out of it.
What
Then
save
Melanie
is
is just gonna scoot down here.
Dex.
Okay.
it? Oh, do we roll this on our turns or?
I'll go ahead and... Soft whispers, slurping noises. No light, magic, or otherwise can illuminate the area. Everyone inside is blinded once again.
Oh, any creature
Anyone
that
that starts
starts
their
its
turn.
turn. Yikes.
Any creature that ends its turn on the area must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage. So,
The save doesn't apply till the end of our turn.
Yeah, so if
Just
you
start
move
your turn.
out, but we all will take guaranteed 2d6 cold.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll put
So-
it back.
Melanie would be gone as she takes minimum 2d6 cold damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you get a save on the cold damage.
No, you get a save against the acid if you're still in it.
Yes. And then... No, dang it. Well, thank you for drawing that circle, whoever did that. It is going to fly over to you. Richard. Flapping above you, it's been watching you throw ice balls, snowballs at it all day. It is ready to attack you.
How much higher than me is it?
20 feet currently.
Okay.
It also recharged its fire breath attack.
Fun.
The king continues to maintain control as it slowly draws creative memories from all of you. Andrew, can I get another wisdom save as it tries to pull into your mind?
Oh, only an 8 that time. Oh wait, plus. Okay, so 10. If I roll my bardic, I could clear it.
Do you wish to?
It's a D8.
Here it goes. Does a 16 match?
Andrew, you roll exactly what you need to hold on to that piece of yourself. You still take partial psychic damage. You still take 7 points of psychic damage trying to hold on and maintain that control. But your creative identity maintains intact so far. It has not been able to pull anything from you.
Hell yeah.
What'd you like to
Thank
do?
you, Artem.
And then you have your advantage for attacking.
Occur! Ah! That was me becoming unfrozen again. I'd like to use like an object interaction as part of my turn to like try to remove the cable. Is that a thing I can do?
With your bare hands, you can try. It is.
Well, I was kind of
In
thinking like just a quick swirl of the sword to like slice it.
Go ahead and make an attack roll if you'd like to do so to try and remove it from you.
Is that
What
going
are
to
you-
do it as an attack and use my action?
If you would
Or-
like to have this psychic tether removed from you, it will need to be an attack.
Doesn't leave me. I guess I like tug on it a little bit and I'm like, it can wait! And I stab my sword in the ground and I pull out the bolt gun.
Okay.
And I bonus action steady aim and try to put a fucking bolt through this dragon's head.
Okay.
Oh. 15 plus d4 plus d4. There's a chance.
As a reminder, you didn't need the steady aim.
I didn't.
I think you had advantage already because of silver.
Oh, the silvery barbs was advantage. I thought I got bardic inspiration.
No, it was advantage. Didn't I give you
Oh.
bardic inspiration for something else though? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I give it to Ryan. Well,
Okay. I misunderstood. I rolled a bardic inspiration die I did not have.
Either way, you can move around if you want
Either
to.
way, yeah. Oof. Well, I'm guessing a 16 didn't quite hit. Okay. Bonus action. Shit. My pants. As a bonus action. Jeez. I guess bonus action dash. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna run up behind Richard.
You gonna use me as cover?
I was going to use you as a springboard.
Oh, okay.
Can I do that? Try to jump like up onto the dragon?
I actually have my turn's up next. We could like do a combo thing maybe with our turns. I have advantage on athletics right now, and I'm really tall. Maybe you could come up and I could.
I will say, Andrew, you can move yourself over to Richard. You cannot run up Richard and leap in the air. But if Richard wants to use his
But I
action to try and hoist you up there, he can make a strength check to try and do so.
Okay. So for now, it would just land me here. Okay.
All right.
So, ka-chunk, nothing. Ugh. Pull the sword out of the ground. Chuka-chuka-chuka-chuka. We'll see what happens.
All right. Richard, you got a little guy running up behind you. It's Andrew. He's not dead.
He's not dead. Thanks to
I'm
my
not
wit.
dead. Thanks to your wish.
He comes up, and I just kind of grab and like just do a toss up. I think it worked better if he just like stepped on my hand and I kind of
Yeah,
lift him up,
a little
like,
alley-oop.
gymnast style.
Cheerleader
like you
throw.
do in the pit. Like you
Yeah.
do in the pit. Yeah.
So I'm 12 feet tall currently. Hands up, that's gotta be what, like maybe 14, 15 feet? And then with the exertion up above that, I feel like we could probably get up to 20 feet, but I don't know, you still gotta get.
Can I roll in
above the
athletics
dragon,
and
whatever.
see what happens?
I think I need to roll the athletics. And
You have
I
advantage because you are
I have-
big.
Yes. Unfortunately, my modifier is shite. Let's see. +2. Well, here's hoping advantage works.
Mm-hmm.
Be really funny if it doesn't, though. Well, how's 9?
You're like, all right, I'm ready for this. And then you're like, oh, he's heavier than I thought he would be.
I am a sturdy boy.
I was.
It is at this moment that Richard remembers that he's done no gymnastics in his entire life. Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Just
You're
wait.
worried,
What?
you're like-
Ah!
I lifted with just my back. Oh no. Unfortunately, was not able to get him up there.
Yeah.
I should have attacked the cable. I should have attacked the cable.
I am going to expeditiously retreat and go to the other side of him.
Bye. Whoa.
You're not leaving his threatened square. You're just running away, running around.
I'm running under him over to the other side, and well, was he he wasn't on the ground, right? So I'm not doing leaving a threatened square situation.
He can still reach you.
Okay, what's his reach? So, like, how can I go?
He's got a 10-foot reach. He's 20 feet in the air.
So I can go like here.
Yeah, I think that's where you're good.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Just fuck. No, I don't think I can do anything else. Unfortunately, it's just Andrew, I'm sorry. That was a bad call on my part.
We both
Um,
rolled poorly.
Tony, top of the round. I need you to make a wisdom save to maintain your creative identity. Also, you take. I rolled max damage on this. 12 points of cold damage from the Hunger of Hadar.
Les is still holding.
Yes. For now.
My dice says 17. What?
That's all right. Well, I have a reroll for my axe. Hope it does better. That was lame. That's 17 on my screen. All right, I'll take it.
That is a pass. You take half of 13, which is 6 points of psychic damage.
Thank you. All
on
right,
top of the 12
and-
points of cold damage. As
Yeah, I got 'em
the
both.
tentacles from the far realm trying to slurp you up.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Because I have it and I can do it, I'm going to use reactive resistance to cut the 12 cold to 6 cold.
Okay.
Might as well use it. I got it, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's regular movement.
It is
That's hasted movement.
difficult terrain while you're in there.
I'm still hasted, and I'm going to use my extra action to dash.
Okay.
So this will still get me here, yeah.
All right.
And then, Richard, team fastball, please, Richard.
What
and I'll
makes
get
you
my-
think that'll work?
Or just let me climb you and jump from you.
You can try that. Go for it.
Make your
Could I
body
do-
like a ramp.
Could I spin around and do the alley-oop? So
Tony, is there anything
I
else you
alley-oop,
should
so
do?
he jumps off Richard's shoulder.
So my extra action was a dash. I used my movement, and it's already doubled. So I do still have movement. If you will allow me to try to ramp off of Richard on this turn, I still have
no.
another. Huh?
No, you're not running. Richard used an action to try and hoist them into the air.
Okay, then I can get right up here to him.
If Richard used
And-
polymorph and turned himself into a ramp, then I would allow it.
Okay. Well, I can get to there, and I will hold an attack should the dragon swoop low enough. But
Okay.
otherwise, I'm just like, Big Richard, big throw, let's do it. And
All
also,
right.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not
just-
throwing anymore.
I'm gonna menace up at the dragon with my axe, just like, stop being a coward, fight us.
Fighting you. Doing really good so far.
Fight us like a real designer.
Artem, at the top of your turn, can I get a wisdom save as more of your creativity is being drawn away? You also take 5 points of cold damage starting your turn inside the Hunger of Hadar.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. This is my wisdom save. Ugh, fucking hell.
You take 12 points of psychic damage
Jesus.
as part of your memories gets ripped away.
Well, I'm definitely not long for this world, so I'm just gonna help out as much as I can. In the last little bit that I can. I'm gonna pop out. Oh my god, my fucking mouse. There we go. And let me just make sure I'm within 60 feet so I can do something. Fucking Christ, just there we go. Is that 60 feet? Jesus. Sorry, my mouse is going crazy. Fucking hell. No.
It looks like it's going crazy if that helps. Like
I
we
know.
can see the insanity.
It's like,
I can measure for you.
thank you. I don't know why it's doing it. Okay,
60.
exactly 60. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to look at him and be like, Walt, everything that you do and everything that you're running away from, at the end of the day, it'll still come for you. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer on Walt.
Good call.
What is
Do
that?
tell more.
So, he needs to make a DC 17 Wisdom save or take 37 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
Very cool.
The thing that Walt
Rachel, hi. Hi, Rachel. Rachel, bye. Bye, Rachel.
We're saving you right now, Rachel.
I told Garrett that last week. He said, "What the fuck did I do?"
I didn't consent to this.
Sorry, my unmute button decided not to work suddenly. Okay, so let me just copy paste the wording of it. It is a illusion spell where a phantasmal killer shows up and his deepest, darkest fears, visible only to that creature, start to come towards him. And I think we've been told that Walt has feared death. He wants immortality. So I make a conjuration of death that is coming for him to just dig in. It's like it's
Like
still
the
going to
death-
take you.
The death from the Mickey Mouse version of the Christmas Carol that comes for Ichabod.
Yeah, that's
the,
a good
the
yeah.
Ghost of Christmas Future.
Yeah, Ghost of Christmas Future. There we go.
So he needs to make a DC 17 wisdom save.
Who had that on lock? Nice.
We've faced an Avatar of Death already.
Yeah.
What happens on a
On a success, he takes half damage, and the spell will end. If he fails, this stays. He has disadvantage on ability checks and attacks for the duration, and every turn he has to remake the save or take the same 4d10.
if he saves it, the spell ends?
Yes, he will take half of the psychic damage, but like the Avatar of Death goes away. Did he save?
So you use phantasmal force, and there is a coat of fog that covers the entire ground. As you step outside of the bubble of darkness that is the hunger of Hadar, you call upon Walt's true greatest fear, death itself. And emerging from the darkness, you see the same Avatar of Death that you faced from the Deck of Many Things. A traditional, long, tall, gaunt figure, face obscured in darkness, long hood, clutching a massive scythe. Around it spreads a level of smoke, cigarette smoke, as you can smell this entity, this creature of death. Walt looks on in horror.
No! No! I beat you! I beat you! Away!
Walt rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
However, is so terrified of this aspect of death, Walt will burn his last legendary
Ooh,
save
Yeah, I
to
thought
ensure it is disappeared.
he might. And with that, 'cause seeing the Avatar of Death go away, I, with the cockiest fucking grin. Ryan, he's teed up.
Half of 37, very nice pulling
Yeah.
upon his greatest fear. Half of 37 is what, 18?
Yeah, psychic damage.
Solid.
Very nice.
And I still got a bonus action, so, who wants a Bardic Inspiration? Who has one already? Does anyone have one?
Can you give it to Richard for
spent
hoisting
mine.
me up?
I'm not doing that again. It failed. It was a waste of a turn. I'm not doing it.
God, I don't know who to give it to. Somebody claim it. You're getting a Bardic Inspiration.
I think I still have one. I haven't
Okay.
used it yet.
Ryan
I'd
has
love
one.
to get another one.
Yeah, all right. And Andrew, you're getting a Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you, sir.
And that is my turn.
All right. Very, very nice.
This is my 4th level spell.
Looking over at Walt Dragon, he is finally starting to show cracks. It seems that between Melanie and being confronted with his greatest fear, you are fully underneath his skin.
I'm going to charge forward. Hey Amanda, hey bestie. And
Oh,
then
and the-
I'm going to summon Melanie again. And 20, like or just right underneath him. And as she appears, I call out. You said you had to give everything away. Is that why you abandoned Lillian?
Lillian. My wife?
You left her.
You don't understand.
I
To
understand.
become a god,
Honey.
you have to throw away everything. Your body, your mind, your hopes, your dreams. Every last part of you must be laid sacrifice so that you can become more than human. It was the only way.
To leave her to suffer? In an endless day? As her memory vanishes?
I'm doing this for you all. You are all ungrateful. I'm helping you.
I'm gonna have Melanie the axe at him.
Okay,
Again, and I'm gonna hope it works.
alright, go ahead.
Come on, girl. Bestie.
That is a hit.
Yes, queen. Unfortunately, she can't throw it twice in a round. I don't think it magically appears back in her hand. I have to keep summoning her to do it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yep. But I hit him!
Point.
And you know what? If he decides to heal, that's max HP. That's 8 HP off his max hit point.
Alright!
Woo!
Well, his healer is dead currently.
Good.
So,
That is all
while
she can
he
do.
is arguing with you and flustered, Melanie is able to get a clean hit in and throws and sinks Severance into his chest.
Does he?
Okay. Top of the round, Ryan. Ryan takes some cold damage.
Sometimes
Max
when you're
damage.
like, it's Ryan's turn. Ryan. I think of that episode of The Office. Like, congratulations, Ryan. Good job, Ryan. Every time. Every time.
Listen, many things will happen, but Ryan dropping Bless will never be one of those things.
Yes!
Okay, so
Good job, Ryan.
Good job, Ryan.
He's got a command left, though, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ryan has 1 spell slot left. You could also summon Find Steed. You can call Bosco. Is anyone interested in seeing Bosco?
Oh, I
I would
really want
wait.
Bosco, but bring the fucking dragon down!
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ryan will cast Command. Drop.
Come here, you bitch. Come here, you bitch.
That is a 17.
Silvery barbs. And the advantage will go to Tony.
Thank you. I don't know when I'm gonna use it, but hopefully it's soon.
With Ryan's last use of his spell slots, and with the assistance of Artem, performing Silvery Barbs, a wisdom save of 14 is unsuccessful,
Ooh,
as
yeah.
Walt Dragon is forced to the ground.
Get him!
Can I
Dogpile, baby.
put a little flavor onto that silvery barbs? Just because I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna do this from now on my turns. My silvery barbs and my vicious mockery from this point on will just be "It's coming for you" in his head.
Alright. Walt Dragon's turn. As a part of the command action, you
It follows its command on its next turn.
It follows its command and ends on its turn. Excuse me, Tony.
Your excuse.
Move.
Um.
I think you were here.
Yes, I was.
Walt Dragon, feeling the compulsion between the command and the silvery barbs, against his will, slowly stops flapping his wings and, with a loud thud, hits the ground. Finally, vulnerable to be attacked. And with that, there is nothing else he can do. Walt Dragon ends his turn. Looking up, Walt stares into the figure of the king. I did everything you said. I did everything. You told me. You told me if I followed you, my story would never end. Don't abandon me here. Please. The king has no face. It has no body. It has no emotions. It simply exists. It simply consumes. There is no sympathy from this cold, distant god. It simply watches it for the content.
Wow.
Andrew, you're up.
Are we still rolling wisdom saves?
You do.
Okay. Whoop. That wasn't supposed to be an advantage. 21?
21, you pass. You take... It is still pulling at the back of your head. 11 reduced to 5. 5 points of psychic damage.
Man, that is chipping away for sure. But right now, we've got a vulnerable bad boy. So I will hold off on that. I don't have advantage.
You
but
do
I
have a
do
bardic
have
inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration.
And Melanie
She
is
held
technically
steady,
next to it.
I will rush it. Back with the Harmonic Jeweler. It's supposed to be a rope. It's my time to shine. This is my time to shine, and this is how I do.
Wait, did you steal my blaster? That's... What are you doing with my blaster? I left that for me.
I think I rush and like I get tugged on the cord and like fuck. Oh. Bonus action. I'm gonna
Can
try
you
to rip
climb on
the
him as
cable
a
out.
bonus action? He can fly again after next turn, so if you can get on him, that would be the time.
To get on him would be to grapple him.
And that
He
would
is
be
a
an
hostile
attack.
creature.
Mm.
Well, it would be a grapple check to try and...
Button action.
Yes.
Okay. Can as a bonus action can I try to rip the cable out?
You're gonna need to try and... This is like a magical eldritch spell that's in here. It's more than just a yoink.
So like a high athletics check, high DC, or is like a special?
Doesn't matter how many squats you did. Someone's trying to steal your creative identity right now.
Can I try to clog it?
Clog what?
The tube. The creative
It's-
tube?
Into your brain.
Yeah. I want to try and clog it with ideas. I want to
Say
try
more.
to stuff it. I
want to try to stuff it.
feel the idea like little memories it's trying to pull. And I think, okay, You want to drink from the straw? I'm going to give you the garden hose, and I'm going to pump every embarrassing thought, every awkward moment, all the bullshit that does keep me up at night, where it's like I'm almost asleep, and then I remember that stupid shit I did as like a 13-year-old, or like last year, or that embarrassing stupid. Just let it snowball and snowball and snowball into more and more and more, and just keep pumping those thoughts, direct it right at the tube, and try to overwhelm it.
All right. This is wisdom based, so give me a wisdom save or a wisdom check to try and clog the creative tube.
And I'm going to use my bardic inspiration.
Go for it, man.
I just, in the corner of my head, it's like a dark stage, and a light comes on, and you hear just like a little ukulele strumming, and Artem steps out of the shadow into the spotlight, and Artem just starts singing like, every little stupid thing, every little stupid thing, you dumb cunt, and just kind of roll with that. So I'm gonna add bardic inspiration. Here is the D8. That is the 19 plus D4.
Yeah. All right. So instead of fighting the process of trying to remove things, you're like, you know what? Fucking open up. Here it is. And it's like others around you can see like little green droplets going up. Things, awkward, weird, failed jokes, whatever.
What? I don't have
punchlines.
What?
And then suddenly it's like more and bigger chunks and bigger chunks, and then suddenly there's like a big fucking meatball chunk coming out, and it's slowly. It's like when you like take a bite and you're like, that was too big of a bite, that was too big of a bite, but I'm already too far in. I can't. I gotta just force through. So it's like just slowly going up, and it seems like while you are, I'm gonna have you take a little bit more damage. You do take 10 points of psychic damage, but it is slowing down the process of taking more from you as it's trying to ingest what you were giving it.
All right. Thank you, sir, for yes-anding with me.
All right, Andrew, is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
Action, bonus action, movement. Yeah, I guess I can't really climb on top of him and try and surf him. So, nah, I guess I'm good.
Richard!
Alright, I need to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
Is that because your fart was taken from you? Is that what the saves are for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Richard, you take 12 points of psychic damage
Ouch.
as another part of your creative self is taken from you.
Okay. Well, now I've got a headache, so I'm just pissed off.
Valid.
I am gonna look at Walt and say, you know what? You know what I see as I look around everybody? Is that I'm surrounded by friends, and we're surrounded by friends and loved ones. Who are you surrounded by? Nobody. You're alone. And there's nothing colder than loneliness. Dodge this asshole. And with that, another third level cold fireball right at his heart.
Right.
So
Nice damage, nice damage.
Found that gift so fast.
Ryan
So
is the
quick.
master of finding gifts.
He is.
Hopefully it doesn't take that skill from me. That is a 17, so it does pass.
Yeah.
However, 12 damage is still not nothing. He is looking real weak right now. Is there anything else you wish to do with your
Alrighty.
turn?
Yeah. I am going to take a strategic step backwards. Will he take an opportunity attack or not?
He would.
All right.
He is going to try and bite you as you duck away.
Okay.
There's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 19 points of damage to you. As its
Oof,
teeth
well,
sink into your shoulder.
I doubt this is gonna be worth it, but
How much for Book?
I was gonna say frigid retaliation.
Yeah,
I
that.
needed to make a con save, which it will most likely pass, but trying to trick it into doing something that might deal more damage.
Would also
All
use
right.
this reaction.
Yeah, that too.
That is, unfortunately, a 26.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Well, bonus action, potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Y'all have potions.
What's that? 2. Or is that
Y'all are getting
4?
paid?
What's potion of greater healing? It's been a while since.
Is it 4?
4d4. Hold on, I have it in my notes. I did have 8 do. Wait, no, sorry, I have superior. I think it is 44.
I think greater's 44 plus 4.
Superior is 8d4.
13. Alright, that fucking hurt. That
Okay.
was rude. That was really fucking rude.
I was just listening to that the other day. Alright, Richard, is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, I think Artem, did you want to do anything on your turn, or...?
Is my turn next?
No, it's Tony's.
I was
I'm
about to
just messing.
say.
I just see him about to, push his way through the camera right now.
Because, yeah, Richard takes a strategic step backward. I take a raging step forward. And I will reckless attack on all 3 of my hasted attacks.
That makes sense.
Go for it. Kill him!
Oh, well, I gotta type it correctly first.
That is unfortunately a miss, whatever that was.
Let's try this again. All right.
Oh.
Wow.
Jesus
Are
Christ.
you serious?
That's 1 hit.
Jeez.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
that's cold.
statistically, that seems insane. Well, Artem, think about what you want to do on your
Welcome.
turn then.
Welcome.
And well, hey, at least I'm hitting.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's literally. I actually feel kind of pissed off and insulted by that. That's ridiculous of a roll. Look at that. That's insane.
Yeah, that's rough,
like
dude.
I don't know. The
That's rough.
universe just really doesn't want me to finish the boss off. So I'll deal 29 damage to it.
That's still really good.
Shit! Yeah, that's some one-hit damage. Just miss.
Yeah, just imagine if the others weren't 2 and 3. Oh man.
I will say with that attack, you, Dark Souls, clean, cut off his back tail as it starts flopping on the ground.
Wonderful.
It lets out a
Alright.
scream as fire pours out of its mouth.
I turn to see who's coming up behind me. Artem, finish it.
Hurt him.
I'm like half dead over here. I'ma try. Fuck you, grenade! And I cast Shatter.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Damn, that's
Shatter.
decent damage. It is a con save.
Listen, the fighter's up next, so
That is a natural 20 con save.
Still takes
What a
half.
bitch. What a bitch.
However,
Is it enough?
Artem. How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Okay. So I said I wanted to flavor my spells entirely with this idea. And I think this is more of a spiritual explosion than anything else. The buildup of "it's coming for you" keeps going over and over. Just, "it's coming for you, it's coming for you, it's coming for you, it's coming for you." Really loud.
Does everyone hear it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were actually asking us. We definitely did.
And-
Okay, go ahead.
And as it builds up and builds up and builds up, it like all drops. "It's coming for you," and his head will just explode outward.
So, slight addendum to that. So you do that final attack, and it like you see his teeth shatter, his spikes break as his head implodes. His body collapses, and as it does, quickly as he transformed into said dragon, he falls back, his HP depleted.
Sydney, when he's back in his human form, just fuck him up!
And now we do the Green Lantern gif.
Yeah.
He falls, hits the ground hard from like up 20, 15 feet in the air up at the top of his dragon neck, hitting on the hard marble floor. He falls, and you can see he is visibly broken. Like, no, this can't be. I was special. I was made for more. And as he's kind of like starting to crawl away, trying to get to somewhere safe, trying to get to his god that had brought him up from such low, meager beginnings, you see his form begin to shift and change. First, reverting to a 1950s, I guess he's kind of in that way right now, a 1950s black and white businessman suit. And then again, shifting quickly, a British hunter with the cap and the blunderbuss on his back, an explorer of the rainforest and all the jungles and treasures within. And then it shifts again, this time wearing a long, beautiful light blue petticoat with a powdered wig, much like a founding father. And you see as he slowly shifts in between all of his different faces, all of his different personas. Henry Ravenswood, a Frontierland. Elias Ravenswood, a Freedom Square. He even turns into a long-bearded wizard with a tall, pointed hat. Old with little spectacles, Yin Sid, the sorcerer. And then finally forming into a bright orange-red spaceman with a crack in his hood, Captain Miles Ravenswood, going through each one, reverting all of his different personas, taking advantage of all the creatures, all the figments along the way. He pulls, it's like, I gave you everything. And then gone. There's a beat. Is it over? Suddenly, cracks in the floor start bursting, beams of light coming through the floor into an unknown white abyss below, the raw, untamed, chaotic nature of the dream. It seems that this is a vessel, a room floating alongside. And from the back, you see the long curtains of flowing, creative liquid start to disrupt, start to disappear, dissipate. And from behind, you can see a figure. Artem, when you try to use detect thoughts on this avatar, this persona of Walt, you felt that they were coming from a distance, from a second source, that maybe it was a conduit to present himself. As the like a reverse waterfall of creative ideas starts to ripple and fall apart behind said beautiful wall creativity, you can see a man, or what once was a man. Massive, 200 feet tall. A creature. The remains. As you see a giant chained to this figure, this entity, with pieces of his mind being constantly pulled. You see, as with you and all the other figures there was just one thread pulling away at him. There, his entire persona, his entire being is being pulled and slowly fed on. A modern Prometheus. He wished to steal the fire of the gods, and because of it he was punished, and now must feed them with his creativity and thoughts forever. He had beaten death, but in so becoming something worse. You hear as the massive chains rattle, going off into countless miles in each direction. He pulls against them, but he is so, despite being 200 feet tall, he is gaunt, he is weak, he is stretched thin like butter over bread.
A little crack of salt. Sorry, I'm here.
I was in my prime. I had everything. An empire, theme parks, movies, and then cancer? Just because of a few cigarettes? I could have done everything. Do you know how wealthy I was? Do you know how much power I held? All to be cut down in my prime. Like some nothing. Like some normal person. The gods reached out to me to be more. What kind of sick, cruel joke is this? To give me everything and then to cut it short. I had to. I had no other choice. Is that so wrong?
Dude, you like captured our loved ones and suspended them in animation, and like now you're trying to make yourself to be the victim here? Dude, like, read the room.
I just worked so hard. I just worked so hard to finally make something for myself and to have it taken from me. I don't want my story to end. It can't be over. I was just getting started. I could have done so much. I could have done anything. And you see, while in this all-powerful, all-omnipotent form, he is a prisoner to his own ambition, afraid to move on, petrified of death. Yes, he sought a contract with an otherworldly figure, not for a cure to lung cancer, but a cure to death. I could start again. We could do this again. Once Upon a Roll 2. A reboot. No, a sequel. No, a reboot sequel. It could be all animated, but then we could make it live action and then make it animated again. Maybe a straight to streaming Once Upon a Roll Plus. Is that something? We'll workshop it. Ah!
To quote one of the characters of that's fond in my memory that you might know. To die will be an awfully big adventure. As Peter Pan.
No. I didn't think it would happen to me.
Gave up an awful lot just to end up here, didn't you?
I gave up everything. I turned over my friend,
Oswald?
Oswald. It was the last piece. The last part of me. To become a god.
We saved him.
Yeah,
Still alive?
We brought him with us.
He's just outside of the castle, actually.
Maybe if you find a way to get us out of here with our loved ones, we can reunite him with Oswald.
He'd be pretty happy to see you, I think.
Said he wanted to see you.
I gave him to the worst. A monster. He must hate me. Melanie, my daughter. I gave her to a monster.
Yeah.
Both of them are here. And Oswald specifically told us that he needed to get to you.
What if there's nothing next? What if the end is just the end? And that's it.
But that's what it is, and you won't mind once it happens. Right now, you look like you're frickin' torturing yourself.
Everything comes to an end anyway.
The credits roll. People walk away. And they reflect on what they've seen.
And some
Your
stories don't
story's
have
over.
nearly as much, not nearly as interesting, not nearly as fulfilling as the one you have managed to have despite everything else.
And though your story ends, it can influence other stories, other story makers. You don't have to keep making and creating and stealing and building and building and building.
Like they made Moana 2 and it really wasn't good.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
Like,
They should have stopped at 1.
Know when to quit.
He took a main villain out of the Lilo and Stitch remake.
What about a live-action reboot? Of
No,
the
no,
sequel
no,
to
just
streaming
Shut the
service?
fuck up.
Boomer, stop.
Nobody wants that. If anything, like, take a second stab at the stuff that were flops, you know?
Like, who doesn't want Fantastic Four, the 15th reboot? People are hyped about this one.
They are, but
Andrew,
yeah.
you are convincing or trying to convince Walt to end the story, effectively ending his life. Give me one more statement, and then, because all of you are trying to make this together, you may roll a persuasion check with advantage if you wish.
Statement.
See if we can't get Oswald to come back. Say goodbye, maybe?
Yeah. I think it's time to say goodbye to Oswald and see what's next. Find out what everyone's been asking for since the beginning of humankind. What's next?
Guidance plus 1d4.
Oh, plus D4, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
18.
Thanks,
Would you like
Arda.
to make that at advantage,
Thanks,
please?
I sure would. I sure would.
No, it's 28.
26. Oh, or 28, either way.
You keep the guidance. 28.
Nice.
When you mention the word Oswald, from behind you, you can hear small footsteps echoing down this vast, cavernous space. As a tiny cartoon rabbit joins you. Oswald, the lucky rabbit, the one who's been with Walt since the very beginning, joins you. He walks just a tiny little speck compared to this massive giant that Walt has become. Here, where the figurative is literal. He holds up his hand, gives a little nudge. The words form over his head. Come on, Walter. It's time to go. And you see more cracks begin to form as the entire stability of this plane of existence begins to come apart. This space and all the spaces that you've come before it have finally served their purpose. The story is complete. Elsewhere, in Main Street, looking down the long street to the castle, you see a blinding white light, like a nuclear explosion, begin to burst outward, slowly consuming everyone there on Main Street. Likewise, inside the jungle, the Rock, sailing along his boat outside the river, looks and stares up at the white light, ready for whatever comes next. Frontierland, Adventureland, Freedom Square, Fantasyland, Arthur standing over his new kingdom with the experiences that you imparted on him, ready to lead whatever comes next. And yes, even Buzz, up way, way, way away in the sky, watches and sees a tiny dot of light start to slowly encompass and take over all of space. He nods, knowing that he's done what he needs to do. All the light is blinding you as you feel yourself start to fall. Looking around, it is just a complete void of white light. But looking straight ahead, you can see two figures. Walking ahead, walking forward. Going to wherever the story takes them next.
Yay.
The light overtakes all of your senses as it slowly blinds. You lose consciousness.
I have dark vision.
That's all, folks. Oh, wait, that's not Disney.
Bacon. Eggs. Bagels. Orange juice. Small clacking of silverware on plates. Someone fills up their coffee cup. You awaken and you find yourselves inside the Grand Floridian Citaricos brunch bar. It's the next day. You find yourselves all sitting together at the same table. kind of hazily recollecting what happened. But much like when you awaken from a dream, a crazy dream, you try to recall specific details and memories of it, but it's like holding on to a piece of soap. It's just slowly leaving until just the most faint memory of it flares away. You hear, "Hey guys, glad you made it. So, did you have fun last night?"
Hell yeah. Oh, it was a wonderful
Yeah.
time.
Nice. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna get some coffee. My head is killing me. Alright.
I'm gonna
well,
eat so many Mickey waffles.
I'm gonna eat a lot. I have a 12-hour drive.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
man.
right, you drove.
Yeah, be so safe.
I rolled in with like 20 minutes to spare before the buffet ended.
Yeah, I'm feeling exhausted. I might have COVID. I don't know.
Don't say
Don't
that.
say that. Don't put that juju out there, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
All
think
right,
we're gonna
well.
hit the Titanic exhibit and head
This
on
will be
out.
fun.
Yeah,
Wait, or did we already do that?
I didn't know there was a
Um,
Titanic exhibit in Florida.
Yeah, it was okay.
As you get up to go and fix some plates, get some coffee, get some water, Sydney, you accidentally bump into someone, or someone actually bumps into you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you there. Have I seen you before? Do I know you?
Do I?
It's an older woman. She looks vaguely familiar. It seems less haggard than when you saw her. Maybe you had a dream about her once. A woman who couldn't remember her name. But it seems that once the story had ended, everyone was placed right where they needed to be. I'm sorry. I think I'm just
Maybe like the parking lot? Coming inside?
Probably.
Maybe?
probably. My name's Lillian.
Sydney.
Pleasure. What are you here for?
Friend's wedding.
Oh, those can get pretty crazy.
Yeah. Never met any of them before, ever, in person. So
Yeah.
that should be fun. It's fine, actually. They're all great. They're all right over there.
It's really great. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hitting the parks today. Feels like I've been there. Hasn't been there in a long, long time, but really need some fun.
I hope you have a blast.
I'm sure I will. You have a blessed day.
You too.
And Lillian turns and walks away. And as we
I've had a
slowly
totally normal social interaction. I did so good.
Mhm. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Sydney, you sit down and you're. It was probably nothing.
Saw her in the parking lot. It's nothing.
We slowly pull back as people continue to drink, have some mimosas. And that is where the story ends.
Yay!
Yeah.
Woo!
Roll credits.
It was a lovely wedding. It was so nice.
It was such a good wedding. That was so good.
That's a
And-
great 3-shot, dude.
Such a good 3-shot.
My watch has ended. That's all, folks. And that's Once Upon a Roll.
So fucking
Alrighty.
good.
3-shot concluded.
So like, we're gonna hang out for a bit, and then there's gonna be like an after credit scene, right?
As we get ready for Once Upon a Roll 2.
No,
I-
Andrew. We defeated Disney. That doesn't happen anymore.
It's true.
Oh, okay.
I
Cool.
think The theme of this is know when to let a story end. So, the end, the credits roll. That's all, folks.
But then somebody stole the Declaration of Independence. And...
Oh no, we gotta get the team back together.
At least until someone else's wedding, everyone gets isekai'd into a different world.
Ooh!
Well, that's not my story. That's someone else's story.
We've already done a
Fine.
Baltimore campaign.
Let's go
Oh,
again.
man.
Let's go again.
We will talk about what's next off stream.
Also, though, I
Right?
had no idea how many solid Disney impressions I had just hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, just the amount of just casual.
What
Was-
are you saying? You're breaking up a little bit.
You had so many just like character impressions
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
at the fucking ready.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they were all pretty damn spot on, by the way. It was fucking delightful. Every single time.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. My
right.
favorite was Winnie the Pooh, and whenever you want to bring him back, please do so.
Unfortunately, I'm dead because no one saved me.
It's true. Canonically, Winnie the Pooh died.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Winnie the Pooh's dead. Good
stream.
night.
Piglet,
Bye,
I'm dead.
stream. Butthole.
Piglet.